not important games at all for this team. It's not the case for Gamer Legion, right? It's a similar situation to what we saw at the start of the year when Eyeballers were able to beat FaZe Clan in the best of 3 online. For a lot of these teams coming through the ranks of Tier 2, Tier 3, these are the opportunities to prove yourselves. These are the games that you prepare for. You put all your energy into. Basically, this is your major. For Gamer Legion, it's not quite the case. So from that aspect, there is a bit of a change in terms of expectations and the amount of effort that you're going to be putting into the games. For ACEND, it definitely means a lot more to be able to get a couple good results at this type of an event. For Gamer Legion, of course, anything under or below winning the event would be a bar too low. But with that being said, ready to jump into map number 1 already. It is Mirage, and Red Star has already picked up a kill onto Rez.
We gotta put feelings on the side and figure out how this best of 3 is going to work. Already spotted out the one down murder hole, but another kill coming out of the Bulgarian squad. ACEND are just lining up the side of Gamer Legion, and they're finding good kills. PR out short, managing to find the one, and Tossin still towards...
Careful now.
Short finds another dink onto Red Star, looking for the bomb. Is not gonna work out in his favor no more. Left it down to the 1v3. PR, he's known all right. Nate is going to deal a bit of damage, but already down towards the back of the bench. Spellin is actually playing with fire. Peeking into PR is never a good idea. 1v2 and no kit available as PR is going to fall. It's ACEND on the first pistol round. Yeah, that was important out of Restar and Harn, right? Big triple kill coming out of Restar, one of the new additions. One of the people that's got the experience of playing on this level. That was too close for comfort almost. Considering it was a 5v2 to start, Gamer Legion still able to get 3 kills. Making ACEND shake a little bit. The head-to-head between Hypex and Harn is going to be very interesting, and I'm not just saying this because both of their nicknames start with the letter H. So technically we've got an HVH. We do.
Not fun. Of course, not in that aspect, but I do feel like Harn is one of these names that have been recycled around the Tier 2, Tier 3 scene for many years, and it's kind of like a known fact. Everyone knows individually he's cracked, right? He's the type of player that can take over a game, both online and online. So Hypex, I don't really feel like this is the, I guess, matchup, the head-to-head in this specific game where Gamer Legion actually have a big advantage. I'd argue that Harn is completely capable of holding his own and even being the better opener at some point.
I see where you're coming from. I get it. At the same time, though, a single win coming into this one. I mean, you're looking at PR, Tossin, Rez having so much more firepower than what ACEND should be able to bring onto the table. This is why we do believe into Gamer Legion still just being able to completely outtake these guys. Not only because of the fact that, oh, Gamer Legion is number 10th in the world and ACEND are not. You know, it's not always just about the VRS points. But right here, it's a good start for ACEND, and we won't really trample on that, right? We'll see how they continue. Gamer Legion down to the 4 spy, of course. We got the scout onto Hypex from us on PR. A couple of 5-7s that might actually be the bigger problem.
Pretty spread around. Looking like a B-split finish out of ACEND. Volley in towards the window. No one trapped in towards the right-hand side, hoping to catch timing. And you've got that re-smoke in towards top connector and the window one courtesy of Harn.
Up the retail not too early into this one. ACEND have played the timer quite well, but it's going to be down to this B pop.
Snax has another nade. If they are able to get the kills onto the mid players in some capacity, this could be a little bit tricky, especially with the re-smoking towards the apartments now.
Tossin. Got to pull this one through. Spellin a very nice early frag onto Snax. That's the nade down. And now we're trying to push up in towards apartments. Galuber through the smoke, spams on down to Tossin as well. Sure, at a short, Rez connects on one, but the site is already forfeit out here by Gamer Legion. They've got to retake it, and they've got no kit, so much rather just save this one away. Rez searching for the Galil, picks it up, and that's the round once again out here, Ted.
Good move out of Galuber, by the way. Makes himself very difficult to kill. Jumps right side strafe into a pre-fire into the corner, and then with the elevated angle able to get the kill onto Tossin. That was the tricky part of the round, right? With Tossin having a smoke right in front of him and a 5-7 in hand, we've seen many highlights from similar positions with the pistol. ACEND do get it over the line, and it's all about getting these controlled rounds on the board. Feel like it's comfortable, right? Feel like it's easy. We're talking about how much of a forte that map is for the Bulgarians. They have currently won only 3 out of their last 6 games, so it's a bit of a 50-50. Before that, they were in a very positive streak, but they've lost it to K27, Gentlemate, Cybershock, and Inner Circle. The wins, you're looking at wins against Lavcat, X-Ruby, Phantom, but it was back when we were talking about that LAN in Portugal and the previous ones in Denmark. There's some wins against teams like Gaming Gladiators, BetClick Infinite, Inner Circle, Basement Boys, even Heroic if you want to go to the Roman Imperium Cup back at the end of March.
I'm pretty sure that's the Romanian Infinite, though. I don't think it's the national.
No, it was the
international.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was on the 21st of May. So Infinite was already
Pretty good pickup then.
Yeah, they still had Blitz and MHN, but it was already the one with Dieter, Krias, and Slant.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, with the history lesson out of the way, ACEND come into this one already feeling golden, 2 up and looking for that third. They do still have to get through a Galil, a FAMAS, and a Scout saved away from the previous. So essentially the same round for Gamer Legion as the previous one, just with the Galil extra.
Also for Gamer Legion is a bit of a shift in the weight class, right? Because you look at the previous Mirages that they've played, they literally beat Bait in a 13-8 fashion at the major. They played against Navi, Legacy, Astralis, Liquid, Navi before that again, Sinners, Vitality, Navi, Furia, and then now you've got ACEND on top of that.
The real problem.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shift in level, but as you said, it's not a team to be underestimated, right? It's the fact that you don't really have as much intel when you're not used to playing against these guys as much. You don't know them as good as they probably know you. And that could be tricky, especially for a team with so much firepower. B-Split coming out. PR has got a good position if they don't hard clear him, and they will. But he still gets a kill regardless, make it a double. And now things are starting to fall apart as the bomb dropped as well, so Caliber and Red Star will have to try and make their way in towards ladder. This round is slowly falling apart.
Oh, and it's being untangled, all right. Rez is going to take another one down. It's left to Caliber in a 1v4. Doesn't have the bomb yet either. It's been dropped away to the short handle of the B site out there, and PR is going to take down the last player too. PR, great rounds coming out of him already, back to back. We're going to see him actually pick up these multi-frags, and this is going to matter a lot later down to the round, because for Gamer Legion, when you're shifting that weight class, what's going to be very important isn't necessarily going to be the calling, but it's going to be the individuals able to pull through multi-frags, able to pull through clutches, and if PR is going to be looking that good, then we can expect a lot of those.
Yeah, what you want to see out of Gamer Legion around like this is just good protocols. Just give themselves an opportunity. PR going huge with a double. 5-1 already to start things off for the check. Let's not forget, we're talking about one of the most exciting young players of last year, and I still think he's in that category, even though 2026 has not been the greatest, in particular for him individually.
I mean, for Gamer Legion overall, they managed to get to stage 2, which was great, but before Atlanta, not being all too happy. Right now, though, they'll be happy if they manage to pick up the second round. AK's all over the board out here for ACEND. Tech 9 on Spellin. Is he the type of player out here to just call out a quick push and just go first in, like Acadian?
Yeah, he's a bit of a... Well, I wouldn't compare him to Acadian, but he's a trickster of an IGO, yeah. Loves to have his little place. Speaking of little place, eyes on Tolson. 59 seconds, he's already pushed in towards TV, and he's going to start hearing a lot of commotion. Bomb picked up, Scribble's got a knife out, no one's looking, no one's ready. It's the timing past the underplayer. Caliber does get that refrag, but this round becomes so much more complicating now for the side of ACEND. And Caliber's been blocked in towards the B apartments as well.
This is really well played out by Gamer Legion. It's all down to the smokes of ACEND, really. They haven't had to use up all too much. They've still got 2 incendiaries, 2 flashes left to work with. And now he spotted out Spellin in towards short, tagged him away, 15 left, but Red Star still pushing up in con. 20 seconds left, remember, out here, Ted, so they've got to make a choice. And the choice is going to be B.
I'm not sure it is.
Oh, maybe not, yeah.
I mean, Caliber's here, but the rest are going A. Red Star gets 1 kill. They know where the scout is. Hypix needs to be careful. They still have time to plan, but nowhere to do it.
Oh, the nade should have landed, but Red Star goes in front of it, and it's left down to the 2v1. Red Star, 1 second left, isn't going to get a plant off, but it will get to go away with the AK. Let's see if Snacks actually forces him down into this one, and he will fall. Snacks has enough cash, though, so he's happy about that one.
It felt like it was a little bit hesitant, didn't it? I mean, Caliber was waiting for people to rejoin with him, but then Red Star stuck into our stop connector. Spellin's down con with the bomb tag down, can't make a move. Caliber had to basically go and just kill himself on the B-bomb site, sacrifice himself for the greater good. Nearly worked out for a bomb plant. It was always going to be difficult though, so money is not really there for ACEND now. With the saved gun, Red Star will have that AK going into round 5. Looking like a Bebop. No flashes. One smoke, one molly Bebop.
Boston, a well-timed smoke out into apartments as well. Problem is, he doesn't really have all that much support. I mean, Hypex is down onto market, but he's just going to go away. Check out Murder Hole in the meantime. Game Religion have taken up space into middle. And ACEND, they're just taking their sweet time.
Yeah, just waiting it out. Tolson can just jump spot. Thing is, there's no quick rotations for him. Now he's seen him. Gotta run. No molly, no flash. He's got Res to support him though, and that could be enough.
Oh,
Res with a double, make it a triple. He's just playing with ACEND right now. Res looking for number 4, and he'll take it on that USP. It's a quad kill out of Res. A clean defense onto that B bomb side. ACEND couldn't even make their way out of the apartments and set foot on the bomb side.
Indeed. Quick round denied that there by Rez on short. And it is now going to be ACEND put through the ringer. Another force bite to come out on their side. They're going to have enough util for a pop, but not really all too much to try to go out mid. So, gotta talk this one out really, really well. They have used that mid utility though. Smoke down short, smoke down window, and you've opened up connector now. Try to bait Snacks into peeking this. Got Red Star down into underpass, hoping for a quick play, but it's Hypex this time onto apartments on B.
A lot of calling out of spawn is what we're seeing for ACEND right now. Another straight up playing towards the B bomb side, another B split to B. This time with the bomb heading in towards the B apartment. White B comes through. Hypex doesn't miss.
Yeah, they had the flash. They just went out for the dry peek, hoping to connect. They weren't probably expecting the op to be there. But now they go back, ACEND the man down. And a Tech 9 on hand for Red Star as well. Snacks, he's locked in. That's a killer's look if I've ever seen one.
They're still going with the B split. That's what it feels like because of the Utah. Red Star is going to try and make his way in towards top con bomb. Still in TV. Harn is going to go all the way back to T-spawn to make sure no one's pushing. They are going to try and go away, I guess. Harn needs to be a little bit quicker in towards the ramp and palace, but it's just so terrifying. This round is very difficult. ACEND find themselves in a nearly impossible situation.
Yeah, and that's due to their own fault, really. Waiting a bit too much down on middle, not really opening up on a lot. Spellin's gonna fall down ladder room as well. Double peek out con is good, but it's left themselves down to 25 seconds and a 2v4. That's just not gonna work out. Scrimo, last man standing, will get denied, and it's the 4th on the board out here for Gamer Legion, just playing safe and true Counter-Strike.
Yeah, there was no presence in towards the extremities for the side of ACEND, right? So that's the issue with cancelling that type of a call later on. You don't have anyone ramp or palace. And if you're going up connector with the bomb like this, you need someone to not allow PR to just be sat on top of ticket and shoot people down as they're trying to make their way up connector. Harn did try and give it a look, but he wanted to rejoin with his teammates as well. So we see that first tactical timeout coming out of the coach of ACEND, Milky. It's not the Polish Milky. There's 2 of them. You know, the Polish Milky is still playing, I think.
It's like there's 3 Mikos, and I'm sure there's more reoccurring nicknames that I just can't think of right now.
Well, with Nico, there's 3 of them. There's Nico.
There's Nico
Kovac.
Nico.
There's the Danish Nico, and there's the other Danish Nico who's got a C instead of a K.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. With Milky, there's 2 of them. This one is MILKY. The other one is MW.
Oh yeah, true. MW.
Yeah. So it's like Mookie.
Mookie.
Yeah, but no one calls him that.
Don't think he calls himself that.
No, probably not. Doesn't sound good. Doesn't roll off the tongue nice.
Well, maybe this round rolls off a little bit nicer for Spellin, or at least they'd hope so. It's a half buy coming around onto Palace for Scrimo. Down with the Deagle, hoping for an opener. They've thrown out the util already. Just scared of getting out from ramp. Aggro smoke coming in through the CTs, and Gamer Legion are just waiting for these pistols to push up. There's PR denying on the first, and now falling down to 9, falling down to 0. Scrimo left down to low HP still, but it's actually ACEND planting the bomb and having advantages as Harn is going to be pushing down Snacks and Con. 2v3. And you're running out of options, really. Hypex now with the op stuck in CT, waiting for Tawson to get out of jungle. But look at the flank around coming by from Harn.
He's just picked up a gun and went over and towards under. Yeah, he wants nothing to do with this. Look at how far away they are. I mean, they've left Spellon all alone, and that could be a bit of an issue. Especially with the defuse kit being available. Is the bomb even planted for Harn?
The timing.
I'm not sure it is. The moment that the deagle goes down, they can just take the defuse. Tawson is going to find Harn, and they've got plenty of time for that defuse ascend. Getting that 3v2, getting these rifles, unable to hold on to the bomb site. Gamer Legion dodge a bullet.
A big bullet indeed, and it comes from the form of Tawson actually saving them there with some great taps, because that really could have gone down to the wire.
I mean, that was a good half buy, right? On the back of a tactical timeout, that was not the worst thing that could have happened for ACEND. You still get 3 kills in a bomb plant. It's more so the fact that you get 3 versus 2, and then the side player is left to his own devices, right? Everyone is just so focused on staying alive and winning the rounds that you end up giving a bunch of 1v1s.
And it makes sense for Gamer Legion also because they threw a mid-site CT smoke to actually try to give themselves a bit more cover, but that worked in favor of ACEND to just get into their own smokes and now push down Snacks into Con, pick up a weapon, and actually give a chance to the round.
Yeah.
5-2 now. Gamer
Tactical
Legion.
timeout coming out of IMD as well.
Big advantage out here for the CT side.
That's an interesting fact, by the way, but technically this is a Bulgarian derby to some extent, because Gamer Legion do have Grashok, who's...
True.
I mean, he's Polish Bulgarian, but still Bulgarian.
If he speaks Bulgarian, he's probably Bulgarian.
Yeah. And he's played with some of these guys before.
You remember that. Oh, beautiful opener out there with a flashbang from Harn. Spellon lands on one, but more so than not, he's found information, and that's PR. About to go down, Kaluber takes him. And out to the A-bomb side we go once again. The bomb is making its way over there, but look at Tawson trying to find a flank. Speaking of flanks, Red Star's also on his tour around the world. He's buying up time for Hypex. He could actually take him down. A minute left on the clock. And take your sweet time, ACEND. Got more so in the round left. The bomb in the middle of the side dropped out there just like Rez.
Eyes on the ramp.
Yeah,
they're not going to be looking for Tawson. This is terrifying. Hypex is not going to get taken down. Restar has not made a move. Tawson gets one, and now the bomb is all alone on the bomb site. Where does Harn go? What does he do?
Well, right now, best thing he can do is just wait for Red Star to finally activate. It took a while, but that B bomb site in theory is empty. Hypex just gets himself into under.
Away?
Yeah, Tech9 in hand. He gets to run.
They cannot find him. I mean, where do you go with this? Do you go back A and you go into Tawson, or do you go B where you know Hypex is going to be in towards the B apartments? This is so terrifying right now for ACEND. Restar is still on short. What are they doing?
They're not playing together. This is crazy. This is crazy. A missed shot coming out of Harn. He had that in the bag and he tossed it away. Red Star activating just so late. Did it matter in the round now? 7 seconds and Hypex is on the angle. Red Star, they've got no chance in the round. Better to run away, buddy. Kill won't even connect out there either, and it's 6th on the board out here for Gamer Legion ACEND. Here come in the questionable decisions.
I wonder if Red Star thought, okay, you know what, you go and plant for short, and I'm going to stay here, but they're going to let you plant the bomb. Because if Harn gets, there's a world in which Harn gets that kill onto the round player, but this is just so weird. It's a very disjointed way of approaching the situation.
No, it's tough because Harn should have gone that kill. He was looking at him, but he jumped at the final moment, yeah. Frustrations coming about. Sometimes the simplest answer is usually the correct one. They just tried to plan for short and it didn't work.
Second tactical timeout. Starting to feel the pressure for the Bulgarians, and Snacks is having a lovely time. Obviously, Counter-Strike legend in the house.
Oh yeah.
ACEND not really having the time of their life right now. Burning through 2 of the tactical timeouts already. And on the other side, Gamer Legion, a lot of what they've been doing has been working out pretty well.
You guys get to see the kills odds as well for individual players. PR is having a field day, so if you bet under, you are out of luck. Probably. Not for now, but we'll see.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's on 8-3.
Alongside Rez and Tawson right now, by the way.
Tawson's on 10 kills already.
Oh, look at this.
Ooh, keeping it simple. On the back of a tactical timeout. Trying that A pop straight up, and PR is just shutting them down finally.
No fear. Coming
As well
around.
found out by Scrimo, but this is just the meat grinder for the side of Ascend.
These are great trades coming by from Gamer Legion. The timing that they've taken, they managed to take them all down. Rez on the double, PR as well, so aggressive. Bought the time for actually the entirety of Gamer Legion to be coming around, connector out there, and the kills just land off so well. Those are the protocols. Those are the reasons why Gamer Legion don't even have to bat an eye at a round like that.
Yeah. Getting a very cold shower right now, Ascend, right? You go in towards that A-bomb side. Look at that from PR. It's just excellent anchoring. And then you've got the help coming out of Snacks. Rez in a good position to get the refrag and the double up. Gamer Legion looking like they're ready for a walk in the park, not for a Counter-Strike game. Really enjoying themselves right now. Hypix is on 2 kills, and it's not because he's having a bad map. He's not seen people.
Yeah, he's not been allowed to kill anyone.
He's on 2 and 2.
Well, that's what being a B player sometimes does to you. Now he's
look at that.
back away to window, and Snacks is pushing up the smoke.
Does he get a flash? Let's go deeper.
Great, yeah,
there it is.
Kill confirmed. Full blind on the Spellin. No one in that smoke, but I love the fact that he checks it anyway, Snacks. There you go.
This is so tough. They've lost such a key part of the map already.
And one
Snacks
guy
just takes it away.
Yeah, it's enough to hold it. Snacks can just hold up for the entirety of the round into Island, and he's good. And Ascend makes steps out here as well.
Even if you go out, you've forced the T's right now to use utility if they want to re-clear middle. They don't have a lot of it, right? They've got 1 smoke, 1 flash, 1 molly, 1 HE. So it's 1 full set of util you're working with across 4 people, 1 minute left. And they cannot retake middle right now. It's just too terrifying.
The only question is that smoke in apartments a bit too early? They can just wait it on out, and the second one coming through is nowhere to be seen because they don't have any more smokes out here at Gamer Legion. So they might have done a bit of a mistake, but it's down to a timing really for Ascend because they're all in front of that smoke waiting to execute, and now that execute should be coming up in any moment. Utility on Red Star, flash on Kaluber, but he's looking like the first guy in.
Yeah. There's the flash. Rez has heard the steps now. Tolson going to take first point of contact, able to get that 1 kill. And now you can hide. Now you can let Rez activate as well. Just stay alive. Wait for your teammate. But he's been cleared out by Red Star. This is still, oh my God! Still an opportunity, but Dawson, with the spray transfer of a lifetime, sends them right back to hell.
The gates were open, and he just ushered them in, Dawson. Beautiful double headshot to take away that round. And it was looking so good for Ascend too, right? They set it up, they found the kill onto Rez, they could have actually had something in towards this B-bomb site.
God.
And then look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Coming through from Gamer Legion. Wow.
Wow.
Well, that puts it in perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the type of stuff you usually pull off in deathmatch, right? Or in practice servers. But when you do it in an official, then you know he's feeling it. Dawson is 13 and 4. And they keep it going. Another out of spawn call coming out of Ascend. Another A pop.
That's what's
Mid
been working.
utility into an A play. They don't have any util left.
The only way they've gotten a bomb down has been with these A pops, and now they're gonna get another one. Half buys and a Galil. Through for Harn out there. Good damage onto Rez with the post plant as well. This is actually buying really good time for Ascend. They're all coming out of CT. You've only got Snacks and Con, and he's gonna be a bit stuck. Oh, and there you go. Snacks lines up too. AK is going to be given over, so Harn just needs to stay alive right now while Red Star trying to come back around. You don't have utility for this, though. It's down to the timer as well, sure, but it's really only down to Red Star to just try to hold it together alongside Harn. They get taken down, and that will be Hypix and Rez down to the 2v2, running out of options, and Rez connects. Can you connect it? Can you defuse it? No, you cannot. It's Red Star to win it, and it's Ascend with that off the spawn call to manage to find a third.
It's just the decision that ACEND make, right? Is the fact that they had all of these players positioned in towards CT spawn. They just decided to take a right turn and go in towards Snacks and Connector. The moment that Gamer Legion tried to retake from CT spawn. Good effort coming out of the IGL, by the way. Snacks still gets a double. They just took a little bit too long. Made life uncomfortable for themselves. So Ascend do pick up a third round on that T side, but regardless of it, as long as Gamer Legion get 8, which they've already guaranteed potentially 9 rounds, this is such a great first half, especially considering the fact that this is not even your map pick.
Yeah, Gamer Legion loving life, of course. This one, Rez is gonna drop, and he's gonna be alive somehow. Maybe he bogged himself out with Hypex, and he will. Finally get to see Rez on and off. There you go. That's a bit of a new one. Snacks, hope you can spam away.
Actually, a bit of an old one.
True.
They still boost regardless. The burning was hurt, so
Hypex
you
is
should
ready.
know Gamer Legion are aware. It's a double boost into window. That's interesting.
Sometimes players spawn the corner just for funsies out there. It's not going to happen this time, but Hypex still gets the one he never expects. Second, but Kaluber was
made a
hurt.
step.
He jumped down, yeah, but still won't be expected. Hypex is too focused down on connector. And now it's Rez left down to the safe bomb side. Nade right on his head. This could be an 8-4.
Should be. Tolson, that second AWP, isolated, posted in towards short. Bomb's gonna get planted safe, so he cannot see a thing. And there's no point in saving. There's no point in holding on to that AWP. You get your knife out, run at it, give it a go. Has to be a generational highlight, the highlight of a lifetime, but Restar should be able to end it. Now they've seen each other. They know exactly what's going on, but ACEND are not giving Tolson absolutely anything. Time's already run out, so even if he does get a couple kills, it's not going to change too much about the round itself. In Kaluber, well, he will be able to put it to bed. It's an 8-4 first half in favor of Gamer Legion. ACEND with a swift recovery towards the end, winning the first 2 rounds and the last 2 rounds of the first half, with a lot of work to be done on that CT side right after this. 4 rounds, the difference between Gamer Legion and ACEND, ladies and gents. Welcome back to our first map of the final game of day 1 of the Super DraculaN. My name's Ted, I'm joined by Afro, and we're on Mirage, where ACEND now are going to be sending it over into the CT side. First 2 rounds of the first half, last 2 rounds of the first half, everything in between. Gamer Legion.
Gamer Legion indeed. Gonna get to see how things will be moving up. For now, the T side looking to pop it out, just like ACEND were able to do so. I think Snax is showing that he knows how to do the same. Yet Spellin one taps away Snax, and that's to assert dominance between the IGLs, of course. Coming around into a post-plant scenario. And
all right.
Do have a kit.
They have forfeited the bomb side, but they do have full jungle control. It depends on when Harn wants to get active. ACEND have not made a sound, not made a noise, and they have already walked out on the bomb side. Rez will open things up for himself. Kill onto Rez Star. Scrimmel with one more. You can try and stick that defuse. Spellin is on it. He's on it with the kid. They've been able to take him off. It's a big multi-kill coming out of PR. Same for Tolson. They keep him going, not giving ACEND any rest on Mirage. Not even a pistol round.
Not even a pistol round, indeed. Gamer Legion take whatever they can get. And I thought it was a pretty decent idea, a pretty decent approach out there for ACEND. Down in the smoke, you've got so many people left alive. Just stick it and hope for the best. Yet, still PR to overwhelm you. 9-4. Gamer Legion. They've got the weapons. ACEND do not. So, on the lookout for kills. Snax is gonna go and see what he can find. And the big apple scavenge. Here's the USBs. Here's the movement out jungle. It's only a moment's time before he actually jumps through the smoke and con. And he won't jump, but he'll shift. Step. Pulls everyone into the A-bomb site. Lots of fun to be done out here by Tolson, so he's going to get to farm up a little bit. He'll be happy about that. No kills going to the back 10 just yet.
They still have that one player in Palace that's going to be Spellin. Thing is, I doubt he's going to be able to do much more than just get a single kill with a Pit 250, even if they overlook him completely, which they shouldn't be doing.
Do you see the 1v3 Spellin highlight moment of his life? But no.
It has to be a 1v5 though, that's the issue. A 1v3 is not going to cut it, and he's already dead.
Oh, no way.
First use of the event, folks.
There you go. And maybe last. Maybe only. Coming around, there you go.
So he's been punished. It is double digits, but you know what? This was an eco round. This was supposed to be all fun and jokes. Gonna give us a bit of a check-in onto what's going on over at the B stream. Sharks 2-0'd Eternal Fire. It was a 13-11 on Ancient, 13-7 on Nuke. So we are officially, I believe, done with all the games for today over at the B stream. And we're just here for Gamer Legion and ACEND. And then we're going to be returning back tomorrow for more action. But this one has just started. First buy round for the side of ACEND. No AWP for Harn Kaluber. Already spotting a whole bunch of people out middle. Gamer Legion picking up the pace. Taking some of that mid space. PR. Might get pushed in towards Palace. Has to be careful. ACEND are looking to react. They've lost mid control. They need to find something somewhere else. And PR seems to recognize the possibility. It's a double setup on the other side of this. Even one kill should be good enough. And he's not ready. Wasn't ready for both these players. There goes Caliber in towards window. Harn shuts down Rez. And this is already looking much better for the Bulgarian side.
Looking much, much better indeed. Still a round that's not over yet, though. Hypex and Tolson left down to the 2v5. Again, Hypex not really allowed to kill anyone or see anyone for that point in case. But right now, it's Kaluber and Scrimo at the B side. So an even Stevens 2v2. I mean, Gamer Legion, surely they do have a try at this. They'll give it a good old go.
Give it a good old college try, Scrimo. Off angle should be good for at least one of these two. They have missed the timing slightly, but Scrimo will take his. And Hypex on 7 HP, 20 seconds, doesn't even realize there's a player that's already crossed towards the back of the bomb site. That's going to be Kaluber to shut him down. ACEND pick up that number 5 on the board. Good work coming out of Kaluber. And all in all, it felt like they were much more aware. It was a good reaction, the double push in towards Palace. You get that kill cleanly onto PR. And then you were ready for both these pushes through the smokes. Gamer Legion trying to put pressure at different points around the map at the same time. PR. A little bit surprised maybe by the double Palace push. Nope. Palace. Push. Our job is not to turn this entire thing into a tongue twister.
But sometimes we make it out to be so. Gamer Legion out to their demises out in middle. Lost out 3. Red Star and Kaluber having fun with it. It's one of those moments where you expect things to go better than you imagined, and they really didn't. Another 2v5. Last one around wasn't all too easy to win. I doubt this one's going to be any easier, Gamer Legion.
Not really. It's all about trying to get some guns out of, or take some guns out of their hands, but this is ACEND starting to really fight back here on that map. D side was far from ideal. CT side so far. Some of these individuals are not looking bad. Red Star is already on 16 and 9. Kaluber, Harn slowly starting to get fired up. Snacks and Rez going to look for something up con. They've got Red Star, who's low on HP on their right, so that could be a free kill, depending on the timing, of course, if they clear him out. Indeed. Snacks peeking with his back turn. Not ready for the off angle. Red Star with 1 kill, and now he's not peeking for the life of him. Even the Molotov on top of stairs. Rez burning, already hurt, spotted. And we'll get that first kill, but Kaluber is there with the refrag, so it's just the one player going down. Big triple out of Red Star regardless. And ACEND have made the difference now just 4 rounds, and these 4 might become 3 real quick.
Oh, they will be.
This is not the direct comparison we were hoping for, by the way. If you're Harn, you don't want to be compared to Snacks. You want to go toe-to-toe with Hypex. The truth is, Hypex has had a slower game, a quieter game than Snacks. Because he didn't really get a lot of action on the CT side.
Exactly. Like, you can't really compare anyone to Hypex at this point, because Hypex has been comparing himself to Hypex up until now.
Yeah, that's fair. No action.
Been tossing PR and Rez, baby. All over that first half. Now, talking it out, and I like to see that PR is also getting a bit involved into the calling. I mean, rounds like this, you've got really nothing to lose. So you're just going to go out, have a little bit of fun into the save.
You've got your dignity.
Sure.
You've always got that. Until you don't.
I think someone lost it getting Zeus, but...
Oh, they can get a bomb plant.
They could,
No,
they
the
could
bomb. Yeah, the bomb was dropped. It's a good cleanup. They still get a kill. Spellin with a good triple. ACEND are going to be building up the cash. You're looking at Red Star on 6.350. Harn on a little bit under $3,000. Kaluber on 5.3K. Spellin the same. Scrimmo on 6K. So this is not looking bad now for ACEND. They've got at least 1 or 2 buys left in there, so even if Gamer Legion do close out this map, it will have to be against the full buys. What's the call here, though? That's the question. Screamo taking initiative in towards middle.
This isn't bad at all.
That's your B anchor, by the way. Oh no, actually your short player, sorry.
Kaluber is going to be going back alongside Red Star out there as Scrimmo gets himself back out in towards Con. So he looked on in, he didn't use any util into that one, but he took up space, they bought him time. Now, Gamer Legion on the second timing trying to take out middle. 3 into Con here is certainly going to be interesting for ACEND.
I wonder if ACEND really want to let go of middle once again and just regroup and go for a push in towards the extremities like they did a couple of rounds ago. This time, the B push feels like much more of a valuable option. As of right now, they're not making any proactive moves, though. And there is a smoke in towards con, so they don't really know if people are crossing short, they don't really know what's going on. Now the top con smoke is going to get replenished, and Spellin has been spotted, so he kind of has to give this one away.
And keep your eyes on Snacks out there, because apparently Spellin just going to go back into the fight, and look at him go and call out what needs to be called out. Spellin gets into smoke and goes aggressive. I love this sort of play coming out of Spellin right now, because Rez already goes on in too far. Hypex does check around the smoke, but the timing is a beauty. Spellin on 2, just won this round for his teammates. Coming through, ACEND take up 8 and make a map out of this.
It's so chaotic. You see the smile on the face of Spellin, and they're starting to feel it a little bit more now. The Bulgarians picking up the slack. Look at that play once again. He was playing hide and seek with him. Gets the first kill, finesses all of them through the smoke. Clean execution on the second and the third. Lovely.
There's the jump scare.
Proactive counter-strike.
Yeah.
And Gamer Legion, they're starting to feel a little bit of that frustration settling in. Second tactical timeout. The difference now just 2 rounds.
Yeah, that was Hypex. And he was the one that was tasked to actually check up that smoke. He actually does check it, but only for a second he looks away. That second, Spellin comes around. Takes him out. Okay. Well, at least so far, ACEND showed that they don't really have to only rely on gimmicks to win rounds up against Gamer Legion, which is huge for their side, because they can actually get to stay pretty damn competitive. Sure, a first half was one-sided out there for Gamer Legion, but now, 10-8, sings a way different tune. 10-9, most likely. You've got Tech9 at the Eagle, trying to come back out to an A-pop. Spellin and Red Star have got to get ready for this, and Spellin is shooting better and better by the rounds as they're counting. Oh.
Careful.
It's going to be a good nade, but it's going to be at the cost of his life, and PR. Great damage on the Red Star.
He's dinked him.
Up to 28, he goes in D, but the bomb needs to go down quicker.
You don't lose a round like this, right? That's a nice small in. That's going to slow him down. That's another one. Hypex is dead. He's just burned to a crisp. They can still get the bomb plant. Thing is, it's going to be very difficult for them to get their hands on that rifle that they dropped onto Spellin.
They do have Horn down towards jungle, and Red Star still checking behind for a flanker. This is going to be buying a lot of time, by the way, out here for Gamer Legion. So,
if they push jungle and get the kill onto Horn, this is very terrifying. He needs to be careful. He needs to be careful to stay alive here.
Yeah, he smoked himself off right now, choosing to actually go through the smoke at any time. As the CT players are going to go out, Toss and finds one PR and another. That's huge damage on a half buy with the post plan coming away for Gamer Legion.
Yeah, gotta get on the defuse. They still get it or take it over the line. It's good damage though. For the GL side, ACEND approaching the situation in a very intelligent way. It was a little bit needed from Harn to stay alive, and I think it was the moment of consideration, of realization rather, where he's just like, whoa, even if I smoke myself out and I just isolate myself from the situation, I just eject myself from the round, my teammates are still going to have a good chance, and I need to make sure I stay alive. Hypex with the first desk slam, proper one, of the event. It wasn't Jorko.
No, it wasn't.
We thought it was going to be him.
Surprising.
It's always the Opers, man. What's up with these guys?
It comes from Gamer Legion. They're the most locked in, I guess. Gotta squint ahead to see the scope.
Sure. Maybe we can have a desk slamming competition.
There we go. Red Star opens things up. I think Snacks is going to take you up on that. Harn continues, and shots are being connected. ACEND, man, they're actually taking up great space.
This is slowly starting to run away. I mean, it is running out of control. Just a couple of minutes ago, that was a, what, 8-2 lead for Gamer Legion. It's now a 10-9. So they've picked up 2 rounds. And ACEND have picked up 7 in the last 9. And Kaluber's shut down PR as well. That one happens over at the A-bomb side. PR, I think, was trying to catch timing, walking through that ramp smoke. So Gamer Legion slowly but surely are starting to get picked apart. I feel like we're approaching the point of what happens if Gamer Legion cannot start winning these rounds on defaults. We've seen a bunch of out-of-spawn calls for them on half-buys, but we haven't really seen that when they've had the AKs out. So I feel like we are reaching that point where you just gather up, go for an exec. 40 seconds. Spellin will go down, but that's all the information in the world. It should still be an impossible round for them to pick up.
It was a dink on Torres as well before he went down, so huge value coming out there, even if he did not necessarily find the kill, because it's going to force Gamer Legion to actually save this one most likely. They're stuck up into apps, 25 seconds. They might be thinking about the drop down, but it's
They're going to give it a
gamble.
go.
It's a huge gamble.
It should be impossible with that setup, though. You've got the ticket player just jumping, gathering information, taking the intention away, and I believe it's a save.
Most likely.
Yeah, not really moving around too much. Eyes on the money. Snacks, Tawson, PR. You've got maximum loss bonus. So Tawson's going to have enough money. PR is going to have enough money. Snacks is going to have a little bit over 4K. So this is good. This is an all right save, right? Because they can still go for a full-on buy. And if they don't want to go all in, if they want to make sure they have Hypix on an AWP in the next round, for example, they could go for a half buy around the rifles. But yeah, it's going to be the full investment. And there goes the third and final tactical timeout. It's almost weird to some extent, right? Because ACEND burned through the first 2 attacks so early on into the game. It's crazy to think that Gamer Legion is the first team to run out of tax.
Oh, it's the entire team. It's not only Hypix. They're all starting to get down, and it's the pressure you put on yourself once again, right? You mentioned it into the pregame. For ACEND, this is going to be one of their most important games, but at the same time, they've got nothing to lose. For Gamer Legion, it's very little to gain, almost everything to lose.
I mean, they've been losing a lot of opening fights, right? You look at Red Star, he's 5-1 in opening duels. Spellin is 6-3. Kaluber is 0-4, give it to him. But then you look at the side of Gamer Legion, Snacks is 2-7 in opening fights. Tawson and PR are the only positive ones, and they're 2-0 and 3-2.
And that was because of the first half. Again, you have to remind yourself, Tawson, I think he ended off the first half with, what, 16 kills? PR as well, had more than double digits. So they really slowed things down into the second one.
Yeah, it's been tough. Of course, not their map pick, but especially after an 8-2 start from Gamer Legion on a map that they usually do not love, but they're not too shy on. You expect him to be able to close it out. ACEND have really picked up the slack on the CT side, and it's everyone charming in with numbers now on that CT side. Mid control established. Topcon smoke to not enable Harn any vision for now. He's going to go for more. I think he caught a glimpse of that player crossing towards the right-hand side. That's why he tries the shot.
Oh, but now he's going to try no shot no more. PR takes him down from Palace, and suddenly it's an open A side. Spellin really just has to go back and retake alongside the rest of ACEND. Oh, but out of short, Kaluber. Hello, there you go. Finds the one. Looks for the second. Down to low HP. Hypix goes. Red Star is going to go up to him. Oh, and this could be a Spellin moment once again. Hypix caught with utility in hand. That's the bomb going down as well. A single bullet will do the trick. And he just slinks back into the shadow. Tawson and PR left down to the 2v4. If these two were the carry forces of Gamer Legion up until now,
that's the round.
They'll have to show it.
They're chasing Ghosts in towards the ramp as well, right? There's no one else there.
God,
they're just looking for Spellin. But he's not in T-spawn. This should be another save. I mean, how do you pick up the bomb? How do you make this round work? One answer, short answer, you don't. Red Star wins another one. PR goes down. Tawson
needs to pull a Magic's moment right now. It's just not going to happen. Red Star denies him. And this is the Bulgarian squad that could right now up against Gamer Legion 11-10.
Technical timeout. This is starting to really get out of hand here for Gamer Legion. And now we're going back to the same conversation. There's no easy games in these events. Nothing's given to you for free.
Oh, yeah.
You relax a little bit too much, things could get real tough real quick.
Slip very quickly. The frustration is seen all throughout the Gamer Legion camp right now. Whereas for Spellin and Co out here, ACEND, slapping bellies, having fun right now. 11-10. If you haven't been on the bad side of an underdog story, you haven't really played at DraculaN. It shows even now, even here.
Yeah, we don't have the basement boys around this time around, but there has been other teams that have shown the potential to be the basement boys of the Super DraculaN.
Apparently ACEND's going to be one of them if they manage to keep this pace up.
Might be. Winner of this game is going to face off against Sashi in the upper bracket semi-finals tomorrow. Fight for a spot in the playoffs.
We'll see how that one goes, but this is the behemoth of the tournament. Gamer Legion now losing the advantage away to ACEND. Their enemy's map pick. They've got to figure this T-side out soon, or otherwise it's ACEND to steal it away.
A-pop coming out. Another set round. There goes the molly, there goes the blast. Spellin just presses mouse one as he's holding W to break PR. Skull trading positions in the smoke. He's doing whatever the hell he wants, and there's no one saying no.
City side, man, it's been so proactive out of ACEND. It's really a breath of fresh air out here for Gamer Legion too. They weren't expecting it. Round after round, they keep staying themselves flawless. Woo! Oh yeah, they're happy.
Yeah, you start hearing the screams. And for those of you that are watching from home, we did hear Screamo scream.
Oh yeah.
From the other room. Maybe that's why his nickname is Screamo, you know. I've never known about that one, but Spellin is pressing forward, able to get a double. They've been so elusive with these smokes. There's so many BS plays around smokes from ACEND, and you can tell that it's getting under the skins of Gamer Legion.
Oh, it is. It's these gimmicks that shouldn't play off that do work out for ACEND, and now they've got 2 chances to close out their own map pick of Mirage. Ancient up next out of this one, whatever the case may be. And Snacks goes down first. Harn opening frag, and now to B we go. Oh, they're actually running. They're full Wing this one. Got stuck into the apps, and now Tossin looks away in the smoke out there. Still such a setup though. Harn onto another. kaluber out on 2, and that is going to be the way it ends. Hypex left down to a quarter of his HP taken away. Now half going out as well. And it's Hypex fully blind, dropping down and falling out of the round. It's ACEND taking the first map in the best of 3 over Gamer Legion.
Who would have thought, especially after a 2-8 start on the T side, is the Bulgarians to take a map off of Gamer Legion. Of course, this is far from the series being over,
but it is a
step in the right direction. This was supposed to be a David versus Goliath. It was supposed to be ACEND getting absolutely bodied.
Now, sure, there were a couple of down moments coming through for both teams. We're not going to be really focusing all too much on that because we start on a new map, on a new dawn and a new day. Let's figure things out, ladies and gents, on our possible final map of this best of 3 and of the first day of DraculaN as well, of Super DraculaN. Ladies and gents, it is Ancient, picked away by Gamer Legion. Let's see how their T-side's going to fare.
4 sets of armor, 1 defuse kit, 1 smoke. That's going to be in Screamo for the side of ACEND, and it's looking like a B round already. Out of Gamer Legion, Red Room smoke in their res, showing his presence in towards Shelf, but they still have that smoke molly combo for B. And they have left, as we said, Screamo playing on a bit of a retake setup here. Just jump spotting, taking that information. Smoke's gonna go in towards short. Molly long, take the bomb side. Bomb should go down, no questions asked.
Screamo doesn't want to take the fight out there. He's just going to let the bomb get planted on down to the 5v5 retake scenario for the USPs. All going out long, and Snacks finding 2. Now Harn trading back, but Tossin and Rez connect the quick kills, and this is Gamer Legion getting back into easy pickings.
Yeah, they just get pincered, right? It all comes down to who's going to win the first fight. When the Glock gets going and it starts landing Goosh's headshots, it's very difficult to get it out of the zone. We had that one player babysitting the short smoke as well, waiting for the timing to catch a couple people off guard. No one holding for that.
Yeah, Rez had a fun time with that one. 2 kills on the board for him, 2 on Snacks. And now we go into a second round with the 4 spot coming out of ACEND. So this is something that we usually get to see out of the Bulgarian squad.
Yeah, it is a full W rush out A. We've got a player on the boost, though. That's going to be an MP9 triple setup. This is dangerous. This could get very tricky real quick. And there's a team kill in the mix as well. They're even going to go for the reboost. Caliber was thinking about it. They failed it the first time, so don't want to tempt fate twice. But Gamer Legion have been shut down in towards that A bomb site. Tolson is so low on HP as well.
That feels like such a not Snacks call coming through after they've just won the pistol, but it makes sense.
I would say it feels like the most Snacks call ever.
Well, I guess that's a fine line. But yeah, coming away into it, you know, Gamer Legion, they run it down. Austin's left at 17 HP. You've got PR left on 64 as well. And you've really got a choice to make now because Gamer Legion, they realize the situation they've been putting themselves in. But it's still Screamo and kaluber around to the save bomb side.
Do you re-clear the boost? Screamo needs to jiggle. He needs to make sure he takes first point of contact and it's not kaluber that gets cleared out. He will get spotted though, and now this is a bit problematic. Screamo needs to try and stay alive.
Look at the pace though. Gamer Legion, they're not looking onto this one for all too long. They still think that there's more than a single guy left onto the safe side, and now there is.
Restar's got an AK as well. That could be terrifying. Smoke coming in towards the donut. We'll try and isolate that part of the map. Restar is just waiting for the right moment to strike, right timing to go for a peek, and it's Harn through the smoke to shut down Tolson. This one is slowly falling apart. Tap on the bombs. Screamo caught looking the wrong way. Hold on a second. PR's gotten another one. Spellin on the flank. Able to get one. Damage done. 10 seconds. PR can get that bomb planted at least. Spellin might try and run him down. Bomb plant confirmed. PR 1v2 clutch. Is he ready for the reposition out of Harn?
Should be. Coming around down on jungle now. It is going to be Harn moving back away towards Zonut. Pushing up. Spellin Just trying to peek on bomb with that 5-7, but he's left down to 30 HP as well. He's still getting info to the back of the side. 3 HP remaining out for a spell, but he's still left alive. He's still a nuisance, running out of bullets on that Galil. Another headshot landed, and a 1v1 with time remaining as well. Indeed, so coming by PR, 12 HP himself, and the 5-7 is going to take him down. Is there time? Oh, we're about to run it down the clock. Down to the 5-second. I think he might have it.
They're not sure.
He doesn't have it.
Celebrating. No one's celebrating. It's going to be very close, but Spellers realized that there's not enough time. PR has saved them.
A big time.
In the 1v2 clutch. A breath of fresh air, a moment to relax, decompose.
Question is, do you relax after a round like that one? If PR doesn't save it, Gamer Legion shouldn't have been able to pull it through. Surprising that the AK goes unnoticed out in towards Temple out there, just gets taken down immediately on the straight up face down.
I wonder, I think Harn might have made a step. Because at a certain point it felt like PR was 100% sure there was no one that could kill him from CT spawn. Yeah. So I think Harn might have made a step on that reposition, but it didn't really feel like he realized it. So he was still shifting, he was still taking his time.
Probably because he did it back on mid while he was actually trying to rotate back around, and it was already PR being into Donut or trying to get towards Donut, hears him, goes back. But it's still a gamble to take. The way one that paid off. 2-0. You know what? For now, I'd still say Gamer Legion not fully really into it. This Ancient. They've won 2, that's what the scoreboard says, but
yeah,
the way they've won them tells a different story.
Yeah, we've got a technical timeout. Not a lot of these so far today, so we hope it's some minor issues, and the team overall has been doing a very good job of dealing with it. So we can remind everyone that this is our final series of the day, whether it goes to a third map or it ends here and now on Ancient with ACEND taking a 2-0 win. The winner of this one is going to be playing against Sashi tomorrow. You've got Inner Circle and Sharks in the other upper bracket game here at Group A. Group B's got Focus taking on Echo for a spot in the playoffs, EAC playing against Wokzaki, and then you've got OG BetClick in that elimination bracket over at Group B. Infinite getting an FF win over K27, who were unfortunately unable to attend the event because of some visa issues. Then over at Group A, elimination game is going to be AM taking on Eternal Fire, and then you're going to have the loser of this matchup playing against 9.
Yep. So that's going to be quite the game as well coming through.
Of course, this entire tournament, $150,000 prize pool, going between today, the 23rd of June, until the 28th of June. So it's a pretty long event. And the 27th and 28th, we're going to be moving into another venue.
Milky's pulling through the Forbiddens. Coach Strats out there from Glaive. The back rubs.
Yeah, it's not the same rules that they have over at the majors, right? Now, our coaches can interact with the players at some point.
Yeah, they can't talk about the game during the technical timeouts. That's a thing that's going to stay. But something that you guys might not be aware of, I don't know if it's the same thing for Super DraculaN, but up until now, for some DraculaNs, coaches were able to talk between the half times as well. Not only between the half times, but between every round. They were able to communicate.
I don't know about that.
That was a thing online. I don't know if it's a thing on LAN here on DraculaN. But
I think it shouldn't be. I'm guessing, but it shouldn't be. You know,
probably shouldn't.
Yeah, between halves is a different thing. Then anyone can speak. But
we're getting back into the game.
Yeah.
Force spawning out on ACEND, of course, and A1S onto Harn. He's the only guy with half armor out here. This is a really
the thing is, you don't want to shoot yourselves in the foot too much and go for another force buy on the CT side, but then at the same time, you know you got all 5 kills in the previous round, or you get So you don't want to take your foot off the pedal, so to speak, right? You still want to keep that financial pressure on Gamer Legion as much as you can. So you put one of these guys on an M4, you probably keep him at a bomb site where there's a bunch of pistols, so you run a bit of a stack. If they go to the other bomb site, well, then you save the rifle for the next. That's a far from ideal smoke from Harn. Not really what he was going for.
Yeah, but it might actually just be funneling Gamer Legion into the B side out there, Tawson. Oh, the timing of bringing out the Molotov allows for a free kill to come through, and now they can just spam them down in towards Cave because they just smoked them off. Utilities being used up. Gamer Legion could go out into the A-bomb side, but they're just
all running away.
Yeah, because of the possibility of moving out towards A, but they haven't heard anyone go down heaven. Yeah, it's only Kaluber.
He doesn't realize Snax is right behind him. They're already on the bomb side. This is so weird. Red Star's gonna get taken down. So will Harn. Snax gets a triple. And Kaluber is still here. They've got no clue, but now they've seen him. This is such a weird round. It's kind of like they ignored the possibility of anyone being in towards the cave. They just started panic running back towards the A-bomb side. And Kaluber pushes cave, but he doesn't understand, well, doesn't realize that Harn, or not Harn, sorry, Snax could have been towards the back of the box. It's been a long day.
It has been. It's not even about Snax. Even if you just wanted to be a bit of a ninja and actually find a bit of damage into that one, just wasn't able to find the right timing. Either way, yeah, a bit of a quicker call than needed to be made out there by ACEND, moving away to the A-bomb site. Gamer Legion do take a third, and we continue to go on these force buys for ACEND, and we continue to get the entry frags out here for Gamer Legion.
Yeah, that was right over on middle. Double donut setup. Red Star gonna stay behind. Harn has actually rotated back, and ACEND have pushed all the way in towards the ramp. Screamo's gotten a boost on the box. He spotted one player in towards the B doors, I'm pretty sure. They don't really know that PR was so close, and they're just gonna walk down on Screamo, who's not looking the right way. This is looking very disjointed, and I feel like we might be getting into a tactical timeout for ACEND after this round.
But besides Milky telling his teammates to just lock in, I don't know what else he could say.
It is literally the type of a move that you would associate with someone being distracted, right?
Yeah. Spell's gonna fall down on the flank as well. That's more damage being sent out here by Gamer Legion, and the more of that you find, the tougher these rounds are gonna get for ACEND. Oh, shot at a Harn as well. This is gonna be very rough out here, Ted. They're losing out members after members on this CT side. And look at the flank around as well. Red Star, he's got to do it on the USP. Running out of bullets. Actually, he just had enough. Take care of Hypix as well. And he waits around for Snax to peek into him. So, he's gonna die.
Yeah, didn't really have a lot of choice, Red Star. He was getting surrounded by three directions, no ammo into the M4. Was kind of hoping that he wouldn't get pushed, but there's the tactical timeout we were talking about. Screamo caught with his pants down in towards B, and from that point on, it kind of felt like everything else was falling apart.
That was live reaction. Screamo jumping away towards Long and getting taken care of.
I can, for the first time, actually provide a translation. he just said there's, he first said there's two of them, then he corrected himself. He was like, no, there's three of them.
Yeah. And then the classic Balkan going away.
Yeah.
Well, round number 5, and so far so good for Gamer Legion. Flawless on the T side, and I think that's going to continue as ACEND just keep forcing and forcing and forcing. Well, at least this time, they're going to break that streak on a half-buy, but something aggressive still to be seen through middle. Flashbang does land. Kaluber still continuing the fight, and I guess for good, as he manages to take down one, and Harn helps out on the second. These are rifles now in the hands of ACEND.
Forcing the issue against the pistols. You're even going to be looking at the boost from Red Star. No one's looking. He's got the greatest timing ever to shut down Hypex. The half-buy is what does the job for the Bulgarian side of things. Molotov in towards the cave. They do realize PR could have crossed. Do they?
Yeah, Harn is checking.
Yeah, okay. Harn is watching, but his teammates have their backs exposed, and Tolson has picked up a double kill. If Harn goes down without a kill, which he will not, this gives PR an opportunity. He's still got a shot at this 1v2 clutch.
Down to half HP. Bullet still can land, and he knows about the second one on Red Star as well. At least the possibility of it as Red Star comes to the smoke, barreling, connects the headshot on PR, and wins the first round on the board for the CT side of ACEND.
It is very important to establish mid control if you're on either the T or the CT side, right? It depends on how they want to play it, but apparently ACEND really want to fight middle. Kaluber lost this fight last time around, but this time they just sent 3 people with the nades, with pistols, and the late flashes were very good too. Nice boost. Hypex not ready for that timing on the boost from Red Star. gets taken down. And money's still a bit of an issue for Gamer Legion. Let's not forget, they've been winning rounds, but not winning them cleanly. So you lose this one, you're getting fully reset. ACEND might find a way back into that first half.
Snacks down to a Tech 9. It's Gamer Legion on their force buy here now. Luber getting himself out into cave, was checking the radar just in case he got to see anyone. Nothing spotted out there, but Snacks is going to make his way over towards the smoke. Speaking of mid pressure, it's been given up. Red Star playing down in from Red Room. Guess it's in the name. Spellin holding out towards A main. He has no need of pushing here as well. He's taking up so much info, so much space. The only real question is about Donut.
Yeah, you need to get one kill though. If there is a player walking into, which it feels like it could be highly likely with Tolson. The boost of the Opera has been spotted in towards middle. Spellin will have to win this fight eventually, and Red Star is just showing his presence, going with the jump spots. Now you know they've got the big green. You don't want to overstay your welcome, and they are leaning into a 4-man stack on that B bomb side. And that's a bit of an issue, especially with now Tolson winning that fight onto Spellin. This could be a safe call straight away.
Yeah, it is going to be. It's a big risk taken on over here by ACEND to drop away middle and A. But they knew they had Spellin pushed up. So just the fact that Tolson gets away with 7 HP and the no-scope comes around there. Hypex lands on Red Star. Scrimo just on the trade back. And PR. He's on the flank out here. He's searching. Harn overlooks him as well. Oh, this might be a dead Scrimo.
Yeah, didn't see him.
Very dead.
Surprise, surprise. You need to hold on to that big green. Nice shot coming out of Harn, but again, in some of these rounds, it kind of feels like Gamer Legion are controlling the map very well. It kind of feels like ACEND are trying to guess, right?
Yeah.
Feels like you're just going off of a read that you have. In that situation, is Spellin's positioning towards A main. He says, well, even if they go A, I'm going to get my kill. We'll have main going into the retake in a 4v5. So we are, or in a 5v4 from their perspective. So it is Spellin just initially taking the initiative and saying, I'm putting a lot of trust into my own ability that I'm going to win that fight. And if I do, well, then we have a chance.
But this is very different Counter-Strike from what we got to see out on Mirage from the CT side of ACEND, isn't it? Right? Because back on the CT side of Mirage, we got to see ACEND actually play up a bit more defaulty, take up mid control, and kind of work together to a common goal. Whereas right now, they are just kind of guessing game right now. You know, trying to go on over towards a 4-man stack into the A-bomb side, into the B-bomb side, whatever works out, that's what they're going to do. So far, Milky has got to get on that voice comm.
Very
talk some sense. Yeah, talk some sense into them.
Very expressive with what he's saying. Second tactical timeout. It's a very similar story to Mirage when you think about it, right? 6, 7 rounds in, ACEND have already used 2 of their tactical timeouts, and I've just realized what I've done. I apologize.
It's okay. You're a normal person that realizes it after, not does it specifically.
No, really. It's I've been brainwashed.
You're not the only one.
I have been brainwashed to just, when I say it's just 2 random numbers, man. It's
if
so...
Pop was here, there's always been the 2 random numbers. If Pop was here, we wouldn't be hearing the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at that though. Down to the flashbang in mid, Kaluba on 2. That's a welcome surprise, I'm sure. PR trades it back, but is that going to be enough for Gamer Legion? 4v3. Still do have Red Star pushed up in towards mid. Spike down in towards cave as well. Scrimo trades it back away from Spellin.
It's a nice 1-for-1. You take that player out, Red Star any moment now should gain a little bit of vision in towards middle. The only issue is you've got Scrim all alone on the B-bomb side, but he's done well enough to reposition back to long. It's all about playing for your life right now. Getting that information, staying alive, even letting Gamer Legion step or set foot onto the bomb side itself, get that bomb planted. Just hold on to that man advantage going into the retake.
You do have to still figure out if the retake's going to happen in towards A or B, and now that that smoke is kind of assured, Scrimo late on the spray, isn't going to find any damage. First spawn scenario down with the utility in hand. Yeah, Scrimo out of the fight all alone. You can tell Red Star wasn't all too happy about that one. Who would be? 2v2. Opper v Opper. Snacks versus Red Star. Apparently, Snacks is going to have the higher hand. Right back in. Again, no kit out here, Ted.
No, time is of the essence, and they're running out of it. I'm not even sure if they've got enough. I mean, Harn is going to get that kill, but someone has to get on the bomb ASAP. Snack small lead out.
Oh.
Will get taken down, but they don't have time. No defuse kit, so they need to just run away. Harn's got so much money.
Yeah.
Where is the defuse kit? It's in CT spawn, so it was on Scrimmel, so he had the only defuse kit. So maybe that's part of the reason why Red Star looked a little bit frustrated there.
Probably. He's the one to fall with utility in hand. He probably got the call as well to not really peek it out. Wanted to throw the flash and just go back. But Snacks is just Snacks, man. He's going to get in there. He's going to get in your face. 6-1.
And this is looking very similar to map 1, but in comparison to map 1, chances should be a little bit lower that we see that great comeback coming out of ACEND, especially on the T side. It just looks a little bit discombobulated at times.
Funny timing out there from our drone observer. Just caught Kaluber getting mollied, seeing the molly, and then going back into the molly. Still getting hit a little bit after the smoke blooms. Happens to the best of us. Kaluber. Ooh, beautiful flashbang. Coming around with the timing out there. Somehow Red Star is not dead yet. But he's more than halfway there. And Spellin, he's just running out. Found Hypex. I guess that's going to be a kamikaze maneuver coming out of Spellin out there.
They've rotated everyone on B again.
Yeah.
I mean, this time it might be the right call, but Gamer Legion are reconsidering. They're all going back T-spawn.
Red Star is the only one in a really position to even hear anything down
Bomb's
middle.
still here.
Oh, and bomb down. Scrimmo didn't call it out. Scrimmo didn't call it out.
I mean, I think he did. It's just, you know, you get the kill. Now you've seen the bomb go back, so you should know it's an A play.
Yeah, but it took so long. Look at them already taking up space towards A. It's going to be a retake play, as you say, but coming into it, Gamer Legion should have the advantage. Look at the HPs on Kaluber and Red Star. Great flank coming out from Scrimmo, and that is a must-needed kill. Out of Harn, looks for the one, and gets shredded back down by PR. They're not going to be expecting the flank, or at least not this timing. PR is going to get the bomb down. And Kaluber and Red Star are just scared to peek. PR dead in the water. 1v3 now, Rez. He's got to hone in. He's got to remember where he came from and what he can do. Smoke on down to the bomb. Kit available onto Red Star as well. Tap away, and only low HPs. 1v3, almost defended. And Red Star sticking it. Oh, there you go. Hand off the mouse as well. Red Star gets the round. And it's a second on the board for ACEND, just barely.
That was so damn close, and it's just because Rez is low on HP. He didn't believe that Red Star would just stick the defuse straight away inside of the smoke. And he was able to open up a bit of a gap. There's the replay. Spellin sending himself like crazy. Scrimmo dropping the bomb. Harn even picking up a kill. What a nice attempt out of Rez, though, isolating those 1v1s by the book. And even see the face of Scrimmo. He was ready to get disappointed that this is an unwinnable 1v1.
Gamer Legion making their way up towards lane now. No flashes down mid, no smokes this time around. You're not playing any mind games. Just looking to pop out into B. 2 AKs and a couple of Glocks making their way on ahead. And Harn somehow is not going to find the kill on Rez. Through the wall out there. Through the floor, I guess. Rez, low HP, is still going to get the one. And that is the Glock falling away bit by bit, needing support out there. The Bulgarians stay alive and stay connected as the third round is going to get picked up on the board.
Yeah, it's a nice multi-kill coming out of Scrimmo. You're still seeing some of these small little moments where, for example, Spellin is just swinging out of cave, and I'm not sure if there was a flash for him or he flashed for himself, but he's swinging out, seems surprised that there's people already next to Scrimmo, and they should have known because the upper tags won, Scrimmo's hearing the steps. So there is these little things in the game of ACEND that make you feel like, you know, they could be a little bit more focused, but I guess now things are starting to look a little bit more competitive. Money's running out for Gamer Legion as well.
Yeah. I mean, that previous round was a poor man's attempt at a half buy, coming through with 3 Glocks and 2 AKs that were held over. But he's got the force buy and huge nade damage on the Snacks. He's not happy about it. And the double push down ramp once again does pay off for ACEND. Red Star on 2. He's taking lane control. He smokes it out as well to double doors. How do ACEND play this?
we've started seeing them be a little bit more assertive on that CT side, right? The pushes down the ramp, the fights in towards the cave, and towards middle as well. This is where they've left a little bit of a gap, though, this time around. Smoke will isolate Harn, and he's fired a shot, so now they know where the AWP is. And I'm not really sure if they did.
They've left Kaluber alone on the same bomb site.
It's a powerful off angle, though. More often than not, good for at least one kill.
Even if he gets that one, though, might not be enough, actually. Gamer
He needs
Legion.
at least one.
Oh, there it is. Found the one. Woo! Spotted a second. I guess he's going to take him down, too. Rez, last man standing in a 1v4, and he's probably thinking, well, what do you want me to do now? His only friend right now is the timer, and even that one is starting to run away from him.
Do your friends run away? Sometimes?
Man.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
It's life, isn't it?
You wouldn't run away, though, right?
Oh, I will be here for 1 week, and then I am. Yeah, no,
And then
I
you're running
will.
away, too. Yeah, see?
Yeah, I am running away.
Everyone.
At least I'm giving you a heads up.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm being honest about it.
Kaluber doesn't appreciate that one, though.
He's won the round. He's fine. Yeah, Rez will save, which is... It's fine, I guess. They're not going to have really too much around them going into the next round. So this is ACEND moving into potentially pick it up 5 or even 6 rounds on that CT side, which, again, considering the start, is not a bad recovery. Considering the fact that in the second half is going to be Gamer Legion on the CT side, then it might be a bit more concerning. But it is quite obvious that Gamer Legion do not feel very in control or very calm about what's going on. You see a lot of frustrated reactions.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense that they're going to be frustrated as well, because the moment ACEND start actually being aggressive, like we get to see out now here from middle, Red Star another good kill, this time onto Rez. You try to deny out Shelf as well. Those Tech 9s come through. PR blocks out one, and still he is going to fall. Keep on fighting in middle, Gamer Legion. You need something into this one. Nax spamming away, no one into the ninja smoke. Not as far as you know. Hypex, that's an amazing headshot on the AWPer.
There's still no Red Stars there.
Yeah.
He's on an island.
You're waiting for the smoke to fade.
Might get taken down. 1 kill is going to be great. Flash is actually good for Red Star, but he's still unable to get a kill. Spellin on the edge of the smoke, shut down by Hypex. And as the pistols, again, the bloody pistols for the side of ACEND. Gamer Legion with a crazy round to pick up. In towards middle, it was scales all around the place, and Hypex going nuclear with a triple.
Here I was about to say, you know, ACEND playing aggressively are getting on the nerves of Gamer Legion, because Gamer Legion are allowed to set up. Now they didn't need setup. They just managed to actually use the smokes to their advantage, use good flashes, and take out mid, which has been a point of interest throughout this entire region.
Shout out Superbet one time.
Go.
It is Super DraculaN after all.
We got him.
Wouldn't have been possible without him.
So, and we've got more and more cooking. Remember, this is only day 1. Hasn't even stopped yet. Uber out Shelf, pushes down lane, looks for a second kill, and he should have been able to find it. It trails by this mouse a little bit. Spellin. Whole mag dumped into that smoke. Bit of damage found, but it's still a 4v5 in favor of the Bulgarians.
And again, they have that one lurking towards A main, right? Because they're, I think, used to the amount of stacks that we've seen out of ACEND so far. Harn. Playing this one on a bit of a timing. He's left the gap for Rez. And it all depends on whether he'd want to explore that or not. Try and take advantage. Does he realize it's a possibility? ACEND have given so much freedom, and now Harn is terrified to actually get back into the angle. He knows he's left the timing.
Oh yeah, but Screamo peeks on in. Goes for information. Again, another type of kamikaze play we got to see before from Spellin, but much earlier into the round. Now, you never expect for 3 people to still be here with a play like that.
The bomb is still elbow. I wonder what the plan is. It kind of feels like Gamer Legion are waiting for ACEND to make a move, and then they want to make their decision based on that, but they're not being given anything.
Yeah, but look at Harn. He's all alone with the AWP out there. He gets called off. It's round over.
Ramp push. 18 seconds. Spellin needs to turn around and start running back here, especially now with the re-smoke. Harn is the only one that could do anything about this round.
He's going to hear the bomb.
10 seconds on the clock. Harn needs to land the first shot. Will do so. Doesn't get the kill. Jumping out. Can't connect onto Tolson. And that was the hero play attempt out of Harn. That one doesn't work out. It's just put your teammates in a very worse for wear position, regardless of the low HP on Gamer Legion.
It's a very nice idea. Yeah, it's really tough to execute. So props to Harn for trying it, but it's not going to be enough. 3v4 coming up into this one. Very low HPs on everybody on Gamer Legion's side, but if they keep hitting headshots, they don't really count. And they don't really care how much HP is left on their bar out there. As it will be an 8th on the board out here for Gamer Legion.
It's an 8-4 first half. Gamer Legion on the right track to level things up. We're going to find out if they can do so and take us to an Inferno right after this. It looks like we're set up for a third and final map of our final best of 3 of the day, folks. Welcome back to the Super DraculaN. We've got Gamer Legion taking on ACEND. ACEND were able to squeeze in a nice little 13-10 on Mirage, but now we're on Ancient, and the response has been quite obvious. Out of the side of Gamer Legion, CT side now, you win the pistol round, you carry it on a little bit. We might be taking us all the way over to an Inferno, the Bulgarians, after another spectacular comeback, this time though on the offense, Atro.
Yeah, they're going to try to figure this one out, but it's a bit tougher to be a smoke criminal out here, Spellin, when it comes down to Ancient. Good timing out for Tossing to see them all. Moving down Donut, only manages to deny the one, but there's more dualies where that came from. Hypex denies on 2. And we won't get to see a bomb plant later because ACEND just get absolutely mauled by Hypex and his dualies. That's quad kill coming through out there for Hypex and the 9th on the board here for Gamer League.
You know what? We've seen Hypex step up in such a big way so far, and I think he's been one of the more interesting players on the side of Gamer Legion to follow through the last couple of months. One of these guys that towards the end of 2025 couldn't really make, I guess, moves or waves.
Sure, he couldn't break out into the scene in a huge way.
No, not really, but I think he's steadily becoming better and better with time. And especially in a game like this, you just want to see the pure skill, right?
Yeah.
This is what you want to see. You want to see the firepower, because this is what ACEND have. This is the type of game that they want to play. Brawly, scrappy Counter-Strike, relying on individual fights. You want to see guys like Hypex, like Rez, like PR dominate.
There's been a lot of very interesting transitions out here for Gamer Legion. I feel like it's safe to say that a lot of these guys are like passion projects for Gamer Legion, and now they're starting to pay dividends. PR coming about though. Looking to farm up on that MP9 is going to go down after one. Yeah, Hypex trades it back, so they're just trying to not let a bomb plant go down, and it won't. Double digits here for Gamer Legion. Not all too much invested from ACEND either, so the real game begins now.
Yeah, I mean, the real game begins now, but they're going to have realistically just 1 or 2 buy rounds to get into that game. Gamer Legion on the right track to a 3rd and final map, which, of course, if it happens, it was going to be an Inferno. Again, for those of you that are just joining in, this is probably one of the biggest David versus Goliath stories that we can have in this entire tournament. Especially with the level of expectations that people would, by proxy, have towards a team like Gamer Legion. DraculaN debut not going easy. That's for sure. Right now, though. Spellin somehow wins that fight. I was gonna say he definitely was in a position where he had to burn after getting that kill. He does, with a bit of a delay.
Bit chilly right now. We don't like fires around here apparently. Neither Spellin nor PR. Sends one down to the smoke, finds Kaluber at the very least, and now they're starting to push. And there's the aggro coming through from PR out here, and it certainly is going to be paying off. ACEND forced back, and Scrimmo takes down 2. Nice spray coming through from him. Catches another one on the timing, throwing the nade, and suddenly it's left in a 2v1. Make that a 1v1. It's Tossin versus Scrimmo, and he's already picked off 3. Scrimmo.
Low on HP as well, making his way back middle, 30 HP. Tossin is going to look for him.
Oh, the timing.
We might have a bit of a meet-up. Scrimmo's not going up shell, but Tossin's got such a good timing. Headshot angle. Scrimmo unable to react. And it's Tossin a little bit quicker, a little bit sharper, a little bit better.
Faster, better, stronger indeed. Gamer Legion.
And unfortunately, Scrimmo's not going to be feeling stronger after this round because he did get killed.
Yeah.
That was a crazy spray transfer out of him, though. It was a very good sequence in towards middle.
Almost a 1v4, effectively, out here for Scrimmo.
Ooh.
Yep.
Not the reaction you want to be seeing out of Harn.
That's something you hear at the back of a club toilet coming through at like 3 a.m. But yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know this is where we're going with this one. But
that's what I heard.
You know
I didn't see what was happening.
Yeah, no. I think you might have been on to something.
11-4.
It was quite similar.
Yeah, Gamer Legion. 2 more needed. And it doesn't look to be all that tough to get them. Awesome.
And you're probably equally disappointed with both of these things happen to you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Super Advantage Trigger, though. There you go, from our partners on over at Superbet. 7 rounds back-to-back. Gamer Legion have not dropped them. Snacks. The 1v1 wins that one. No comes around, but apparently it will get traded back away. Snacks always looking for more. Res on the timing. He got something out of the flash, but just decided to stay safe. That is going to be another kill coming out of Scrimmo. He is locking in. He's trying to stay online.
Yeah, looking very sharp the last 2 rounds. Still difficult to pick up the round, though. Yeah. You're still looking at the 3v3. Red Star's been tagged down a little bit. At least they've picked up the rifles, but they are a bit disjointed. Look at where the bomb is. If Tossin pushes and wins that fight against Red Star, this is very weird, but they can still just turn around and go A.
Hey, Scrimmo found another one, so yeah, they are going to be trying exactly that. Tossin and Hypex. They don't really have cash to reinvest into an AK op setup, so would they think about the save? Maybe not.
I think you do. Especially with the AWP. You have such a massive leeway with that, you know, soon to be 6-round lead.
And Tosin and Hypix can both drop, right?
Yeah,
so.
you don't really need to risk this. Even with the minimal loss bonus, they can still give guns to their teammates, right? So, yeah, it doesn't really feel like Gamer Legion are in a position where they must try to go for a play like this. You hold on to the big green, you're not letting Harn take it, you've got a utility, you've got a defuse kit, it's straight up safe. Maybe you can play for exits if you really want to, but...
You're trying to catch someone off guard right now, someone in an off angle, just an easy kill to make it down to 2v2, but it's not going to happen. ACEND realized the stakes in this one, so indeed you're going to be playing for the exits, and it's a 5th on the board out here for ACEND.
Tosin might get the jump onto Kaluber, and he will.
Yeah. Goes the one. Now tries to actually take them all out. Towards main. I don't hate this from Tosin, and especially now with Red Star being on 3 HP, doesn't take that fight, doesn't need to. It's a great exit out here for Gamer Legion.
Yeah, they let Red Star be the only survivor, right? So money on ACEND is still pretty low. Not like they're out of the doldrums, but we will see a tactical timeout being called in from Gamer Legion. So ACEND, he wants to make sure they close out the map as quickly as possible, and PR is still looking very frustrated.
Yeah, I think this is
after almost every single fight he loses.
Yeah, I think this is a timeout more for morale's sake than for actually the game's sake right here. Maybe AMD is just trying to tell them, guys, chill. We're 11-5 up, we can win this. It's okay. For now, the one person who I haven't seen show any emotion so far has been Snacks.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it rarely happens, to be fair.
It does rarely happen.
He's not really a rager, big old Snacks. That's why he's a good captain.
True.
You know?
True. But maybe this time around, he doesn't need to be the one making the call of, guys, calm down. It has to be their coach.
I mean, it is a true thing, but if someone is going to be the bad cop, you almost always want it to be the coach, right? Because the IGL is on the server with the players.
And the players need to trust the IGL on the calls.
Yeah.
So you'd rather
if they're going to be mad at someone, let that be the coach.
Exactly. Or the
nice double nade. Tosin just gets deleted. It's a nice cheeky way of finding yourselves an opening. Boost through the cave. Snacks is so aware of the possibility, though. I'm going down. Another nade.
Nade to the face out there on Red Star 2.
Doesn't actually do that much damage.
No, but it forces them back. Keeps them in lane, at least for now. Gamer Legion, 2 on mid, 2 on B. That's a great nade on the shelf. Who pushes first? This is going to be a Snacks angle again. If he gets away with one more, this is already very doable. Coming from Gamer Legion, and he does. Half clear indeed. It's Red Star on the trade back at the very least. The 3v3 going down to this B-bomb side could be attempted, but look on over towards middle and Donut. PR still holding Donut. It's Kaluber to try to get past.
Oh, he's going into our CT spawn.
Yeah, he's going to catch
That's actually the better move. Unless you're calling the bomb to go back Donut, then it's very tricky. Red Star is low. They are going back. They will have to start making noise at some point. PR's got a very good position. It's a game of timings. If they don't spot him out, if he's able to get a kill, has Scrimmel seen him? It seems like he has. PR, just the timing, not looking the wrong way, and PR collects both of them. And now it's just Kaluber left in a 1 versus 3, and Hypix is so ready, doesn't even let him get that one consolation kill. With 12-5, Gamer Legion looking ready to set their sights on Inferno.
My, oh my, yeah, that is a very rough one coming through from ACEND. An advantage taken, Snacks takes off 2 with the MP9, and the 3v3, 9 up there. They had time to go through main.
It felt like Scrimmel started speaking though, right? Yeah. It felt like as PR jiggled towards the right hand side, Scrimmel started speaking, so it was kind of like he spotted them. But then both of them were looking at the right hand side, so maybe a bit of a miscom moment out of ACEND. Either way, now this is the last opportunity. Final hurdle, 1 round. Gamer Legion taking us to a 3rd, and ACEND trying to pick up the pace in towards B.
Oh, big flashbang coming around from Hypix. Actually connects on the 2 with the help of Snacks and Tosin, and more will follow, as this is going to be the end of the map ACEND try, but they failed into the second one. The map pick of Gamer Legion goes smoothly on their side at 13-5 to bring it back and hope for the reverse sweep.
Yeah, this is the answer that you wanted to see out of Gamer Legion. A much better performance out of Hypix, out of PR, out of Tosin, out of Snacks, out of everyone on this GL side. Especially after Mirage, I felt like we were...
Anybody out of ACEND right now to give us a run for our money, to give Gamer Legion a run for their money. Well, that's what we're about to find out.
Yeah, we should be able to jump into the third and final map any moment now, folks. We've got an Inferno coming up. Gamer Legion starting things off on the CT side. Ascend on the offense. Winner of this one goes into the upper bracket. Qualification game for playoffs tomorrow. The loser is going to be playing that lower bracket to try and avoid elimination starting tomorrow. Looking at the U2. Got a decent amount for the T side, showing a little bit of presence in towards B. Gamer Legion running that triple setup. That's going to be PR, Snacks, and Hypex on B. Dawson and Rez with a good old bait in towards long on A, and it is looking like a bit of an A split with the bomb going through the apartments for Ascend.
Perfect smoke coming around here for Ascend. They don't know it, but they've actually managed to deny both of the players left down on the A side. Up to Rez to hopefully deny with the USP. The Cayman spots out one into Avs. Does manage to connect onto Scrimo, so that's going to be a great start. Finding a second and a third. Rez, keep it going, baby. Not going to be able to find me more, but it's already more than enough. Bomb needs to get down now. Ascend with a plant.
They have descended.
Gamer Legion, no defuse kit available onto them. There is smoke onto Snacks.
Already close enough, though, and one player is trapped on the bomb side. If Kaluber goes down, then the apartments player of Hard might get isolated. But there goes the double goosh out of the Glock. Kaluber put in a good shift towards the back of the bomb side. He's been put in the pocket. Hard needs to try and help. Kaluber's picked up one more. Hypex left all alone. 1v2. First kill confirmed. Still enough time. And Hard is just jiggling, just toying with him. Just trying to bait him out of ammo. Not making it an easy fight. Look at the moves. Knife out. What is going on? This is pure chaos. And Harn's won the round. There's not enough time. Hypex will get the kill, but Ascend can celebrate as they have finally started off a map in the lead.
That is a hell of a way to start. Yeah, the smiles are warranted coming through into that pistol round. Oh, man. I felt like I was watching someone play a MOBA and just kind of shift around and completely juke the other team.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of these if you're a World of Warcraft player, right?
Sure.
When you're out of abilities, you cannot do anything but
You just gotta skitter around.
Yeah, and you're just skittering around to try and avoid getting hit. That's what Harn was doing. Made it work, though.
Big nade damage coming through into round number 2 out there, and even more so coming around now. Snacks left down to 16, and his teammate dead, completely blown to pieces. However, on the other part of the map, Hypex had something to say. Out mid, lands a headshot onto Harn.
Yeah, that was a peek down T ramp.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what gun Harn had, if that was a Scout or a Galil, but either way, Hypex with a good response.
One in the bag. 4 more to go. And Hypex isn't going to get that second one as easily. Rotate coming around from Rez. It's up to Toss into deny at the 5-7. Good for the one. Needs a second goosh as well. And it's not going to be all that easy. Red Star trades him back on the ace side. Almost as open as you'd believe it. But it's Rez pushing past with the M4. Going down for only one. It's Snacks on 16 HP. Hoping to save away the rifle and run away. But that's not going to happen. So he's going to try his luck. Smoke. Doesn't expect it. Oh, what? Snacks, don't do it this time around. That's insanity. Let's see the replay on that double kill. Insane out of Snacks. What? No emotion, no reaction.
On that low of HP, he just walks through the smoke and gets both headshots with the 5-7.
This guy does it on a normal Tuesday, ladies and gents.
Screw the big apple. He just got in all the apples and started throwing them at Ascend. And they were not ready.
Oh, those are unripened apples as well. Those hurt.
That's heartbreaking.
Oh my god, look at that! Look at that!
Of course you're gonna be laughing out of this.
Everyone's surprised. Besides Snacks. He expected this like 10,000 years ago.
Oh god. I love the reaction out of Tolson as well, instantly turning around, just starting to scream at Ascend.
Well, we understand from what we've seen up until now, but
yeah, we've not had as many moments like these so far throughout this event, right? It's usually one of the coolest things about DraculaN, right? Is because we've got the player booths right next to each other, so they're all in basically the same room with some walls between them, but they don't really isolate sound.
Yeah, just a couple of dividers. The only thing that really isolates sound is the headphones, and trust me, you can barely hear anything through those. But sometimes you can hear.
I mean, if you scream loud enough, they can hear you.
If you're on the other side of the room, we tested this actually with the production team. You cannot hear a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Who was screaming?
Our owner, actually, from what I
Oh.
and myself. So.
Sure.
PR fully blinded away. Snacks continues. Due diligence out here on this man. I told you at the beginning of this best of 3, Snacks had the eyes of a killer, and he has not stopped for the 3 entire maps right now. This guy is locked in.
No, it really hasn't. Red Star. Good pickup onto Snacks. Get a 1-for-1. Banana control established for the T side. Short player spotted. That's Tolson. Wants to make sure he doesn't go down, especially before Hypix arrives on the bomb side itself. ACEND have not really been playing the quickest of T sides, right? Preferring to control the map, take it slow, steady. We had a tactical timeout out of Milky as well before the start of this round. It's a good way to make sure that, you know, you keep all the emotions of the team in check after that 2v1 that they lost to Snacks in the round prior.
ACEND can still line it up just nice and easy. It's only Tolson to get through into the bomb site. Of course, they don't know that.
They surely get a little bit more proactive in towards B. There's 25 seconds on the clock. You've left Tolson all alone. You need to make a move, but they're not doing anything. Yeah, they've just left this round essentially in the hands of Tolson.
And they have. Now he needs to perform. Found the first. Tech 9 on hand. And it's Galuber to take him down. 10 seconds going to turn into 40. Bomb goes down. 3v3 on the retake. Low HPs though onto Harn and Red Star coming out there from balcony. Red's checked for a moment. A bit superficial though. Harn still on balcony. Hit available down short as well. That was left up by Tolson. He lost so much utility by going down there too. He had a full belt. Only the incendiary left.
Nice
Rez,
pickup.
great headshot. Full HP player as well, by the way.
Eyes on Harn. Low HP, Red Star same, but Harn is coming in from behind.
Oh,
He
this
might
is golden.
line them up. Couldn't get the kill though on the insta headshot, and Rez will shut down Red Star. Had his opportunity, Harn. Bullets didn't connect, and it's Rez to confirm the round. They've got plenty of time for that bomb to get defused. 2 rounds on the board. Rez stepping up when it matters the most. I do want to give a little bit of props to Tolson though, right? He was left all alone in a very difficult situation, and he's still able to get a kill and a half and stay alive for as long as possible. Buy time for the rotations.
Yeah, sure. He did definitely manage to actually stay alive and buy up time for the rotates. And there's the disappointment coming on the faces out here of the Bulgarians.
Yeah, it's one of these things, right? Especially when it comes down to events like these. If you are the underdog and you go into a game against Gamer Legion as the heavy underdog, the moment that you win a map, the expectations just change. Yeah. You start expecting yourself to be a lot more competitive. So then it's a lot more difficult to actually, you know, I guess, swallow the pill of frustration and losing rounds like these and not being able to win the game in the end.
Sure, but at the end of the day, you can still make a point that ACEND are making Gamer Legion work for these rounds. Yeah. Like, it's not just cleanup crew coming through for Gamer Legion. They are working for them. So
well, definitely are. Just a bunch of Deagles working in this one, though. And the P250. Harn on a Glock, saving up that cash for the big green. You've got that one singular flash on Red Star. How do you want to use that? A bit of a cheeky up spot, maybe? They still have 2 players. Well, Red Star is actually in T-spawn, lining up the flash for Banana to potentially send Spellin out there. Yeah. So this is looking like a fake late Banana retake into an A-play. Maybe not anymore. Red Star's decided his flash might be of use somewhere else.
You re-smoke Banana, so that kind of puts everything down the drain out here that ACEND want to actually have towards that B-bomb site. Can't really flash the smoke now, can you? Spell's not going to get a lot done with it. He might still try, though. I guess he will. Nade on timing. Spellin goes down. PR finds him. 20 seconds left to go into the A-bomb site, and Rez knows it. And so do the rest of the A-holders as well. Tolson and PR managed to bundle up together. Kills confirmed and round on the board. Gamer Legion on the 3rd, and now making sure that the CZ side does not go out of bounds.
Yeah, it's looking very clean out of Gamer Legion. They're barely losing players. It's one thing talking about winning the rounds, but you win one with 5 alive, money's going to start racking up slowly but surely. So this is going to be ACEND in a position where you either respond now, or by the time that you start potentially winning rounds, if you do, Gamer Legion would have so much money that it would be basically impossible for you to reset the economy, so you'd have to play against the half or the full buys every single time. And this is not even Hypix being forced to go for the AWP investment yet. He's more than happy with just holding on to the rifle for now, for as long as it works.
It's going to keep working for a little bit out here. ACEND, unless they can manage to pick up this round, suddenly Gamer Legion can find themselves up to 4 to 5.
Also, Harn decided not to. It felt like it could have been a vibe of, I'm going to go for the small armor AWP on the D side of Inferno, which is not usually, you know, that common, but
sure.
That's what it felt like. He's decided to opt for the full belt of Utah with the AK and the head armor instead.
Scrimo out of naps. ACEND take top brackets control, but they're going to be giving it up.
Now, the lack of flashes could be an issue. They've got one. Smokes, all right. Molly, fine. One flashbang. No HEs. So the moment you get smoked off, you have nothing to break. They're not going to get smoked, though. They get ahead of the timing a little bit. Spam comes through from Snacks. Good amount of damage. PR, a lot to do. Able to get one. Restar with the refrag, though. And this is going to be a bomb plant on towards that B-bomb site. 4v4 retake.
No one down towards middle, so Scrimo effectively offline in this round. Everybody coming in through CT, and it's going to be up to Gamer League to try to connect these. Big kill onto Snacks this time around, though. As Rez clears out, Church finds Harn. Back away.
You're stuck in the
3v3. Yeah, but Scrimo came back, so now they've actually gotten even standings. And they never expect two out into Graveyards, surely. Good flashbang coming in around. It's not going to really pan out, though, for the CTs. Yeah, Scrimo onto another out banana, and now you're wasting time. You're running out of it, as it is going to be ACEND holding on down to that bomb. Tossin running away, pulling the plug on the operation. ACEND take the round and keeps things close.
Tossin able to survive. Kaluber will go down to the bomb eventually. But it's an important round to pick up on the board, is the fact that you were able to beat the timing on that smoke. If Snacks is able to deploy that smoke and keep them behind, then that was the round over. So ACEND very well recognizing the timing, very well recognizing the opportunity and the time window that they had.
I have a sneaky suspicion as well that even if he did manage to actually send out that smoke, they would have just gone past it. Like gone directly through it. Sure, it wouldn't have been as clean, wouldn't have managed to find as quick of a kill on PR most likely, but still I have a feeling that the Bulgarians just wanted to send it.
I mean, they did, but if you get smoked off and you're running through the smoke, there's a bigger chance you just get
100%.
Annihilated, right?
Yeah.
And they were able to beat that timing. So from their perspective, it was like, well, we know there's one guy that's spamming from CT, but he can't really do anything. He cannot flash, he cannot break, he cannot molly us. And then we just need to find the second guy on site and refrag him.
Yeah. Coming around into round number 6, though.
Pretty simple Counter-Strike. First tactical timeout coming out of Gamer Legion as well. I wonder what you're going to focus on. ACEND so far showing a pretty clear, I guess, goal of controlling the map in its entirety and not playing the most fast-paced game of Counter-Strike. Rather being a little bit slower, more methodical. Even letting Gamer Legion get banana control the first timing. That's a nice set of nades. Spelling down to 52, Restar down to 66.
Snacks as well, felt one of his own. 46 left out here. Onto the IGL. Gamer Legion. They've got the standard default setup, letting Rez actually be the rotate player, and Snacks already pushed up into banana. Let's see if he's going to be the one attempting the kill. Double swing, lands on a Hypex frag, and Snacks on Spellin wins out the round effectively. It's a 3v5, and it's certainly not going to be easy for ACEND to get themselves out in towards top brackets and out A effectively. Look at their utility out here as well, Ted. Again, a single flash, 2 smokes.
Yeah, that's one of the issues, by the way. They are throwing a lot of U2 early on in towards banana, even though they're not gaining a lot, right? And what is it? 57 seconds. You've got 2 smokes, 1 flash, 1 HE.
Yeah.
In a 3v5. I don't want to be the one to say it, but and it is Inferno, so worst case scenario, you're going into a 3v3 on the A bomb side, but this is not the worst possible moment to potentially call a save even on the D side.
It could be, but at this point in time, do ACEND really want to go for that? They've been hot-headed up until now, and they're going to keep trying to peek. So, yeah, Kaluber falls down. Safe call is going to get made with 30 seconds left. Gamer Legion. I mean, Tossin can go up and search, I guess. He's got a cache, but everybody else would much rather have a full save round.
You get the opportunity to keep 5 alive, you keep 5 alive. You get a 4-2 lead. ACEND are not really going to be working with too much going into the next round. They might be enticed to go for a full-on investment, but it's not going to be ideal even if they do. Let's not forget, they did win the round prior, so we're not looking at 3,400 loss bonus. Yeah, it's 1,900 only. So there is a decision to be made. Maybe a moment for a second tactical timeout for ACEND. This is quite a pivotal point of that half. Because if you do go for the eco, you're working with 2,400 bonus going into the next. So you're going to have 3 players that can buy up, but then Harn and Red Star are going to have 2,500 and 2,600 each. That is unless you get a bomb plant.
Unless they get a bomb plant at the same time, though.
They need a bomb plant.
We're going to get to see armors being bought up here by Spell and Kaluber. And maybe the simplest answer out here for Ascend would just be sending those pistols, try to find space into the A-bomb side. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, save it away again out here for Harn and Red Star.
Might even be a double half-buy situation if they don't get the bomb planted.
Could be. We've gone to see a couple of half-buys actually going the way of Ascend, and I like this. Going past the smoke out here, Harn. Trying to prove a bit of a spelling. Out from that first map, now gets spotted on out, so the Oligarch has to go back. Oh, and Snacks does it again. Not his first or second rodeo out here on Banana. It down. Look at Gamer Legion too, they've all but rotated out of the B
They don't
side.
have the utility to clear him out, right? You cannot molly him out, you cannot flash him, you just need to hope that you're going to be able to get the kill onto Snacks. But look at Gamer Legion. Frag defense towards mid. No, Snacks overlooked, able to get one. Refrag comes through from Kaluber. Scrimmel with a good position, but the pistol doesn't connect. And that's a bit of a head scratcher, isn't it? Rotations have already arrived. Smoke going to come through towards CT spawn. But they've even got a nade. That fails. They can get a bomb plant. Bomb carrier still inside of the smoke. Gotta get it going.
Low HP left onto a PR, so he's going to pick up the AWP. Half HP left onto Res as well. He's coming on a late rotate, and it's going to be down to Gamer Legion pushing out of Church right now. They've got the flashes. They're not going to use them. This time around, they just try picking away, and that's going to be their demise. Tossin stuck in towards Church as well. 2v2 left standing, and Spellin connects onto Tossin on the headshot. Half HP remaining onto Res. You have to remember, and Kaluber play in dark indeed. He's trying to play off of the contact from Spellin, and that Tech-9 is running on out, being the decoy and winning the round here for Ascend.
What a round out of Spellin, what a round out of Kaluber as well. They had no utility. One smoke for CT spawn, and that was about it. You go over Banana, you get the 1-for-1 refrag, and from that point on, it was all about let's fight together. A big miss coming out of Screamo as well. The falling Tech-9 to get the kill onto PR just because he was so low on HP.
They're going to be happy about that one, but a big sigh of relief out on Spellin, knowing that that shouldn't have passed. Another round going by, and this is kind of going to fix their economy issues. I mean, sure, Spellin's still left down on the Tech-9, but everybody else are pretty decent by. Big nade onto Red Star as well, down Banana. He's got to be helped out. They've got to use utility for him here.
Flash in.
Oh, PR goes in. That is going to be Harn, saving away for his teammate, peeling away, and Spellin with the nade lands. Snacks is still left on the side, though. And he's managing to buy quite a lot of time. He's not scared about this. Look at him go.
That's a big play.
Yeah, he's
Snacks doesn't see anything. That means they don't need that high picks rotation, right? He can go back in and support Tolson.
It's amazing. Tossin as well at the same time just doesn't need to show. Stay on that A-bomb site. Wait for an advancement call to be made. Problem there for Snacks.
Oh.
Down to 13.
Yeah.
Big Molotov. And remember, Snacks has no utility right now. So if he gets overrun by that Tech-9, it's doom and gloom, and it's
They
over.
have 2 more mollies and a nade.
Yeah.
Issue is nade's on Kaluber, and he's in towards the boiler. Both of the mollies are there.
Most important part.
Tolson.
Oh, Tossin falls down. Most important part was that the bomb is towards B. So Snacks either finds a double kill here, or the round's over. Timing out on the op as well. Scrimo didn't see him either. Harn takes down Snacks, so that's the B side empty, and Hypex is going to take down a Flying Dutchman.
All right. Yeah, that was more like the Flying Bulgarian there. We see Scrimmel with a bit of a laugh on his face. That was probably not the fight that he was going for. Nice shots coming out of Harn, though, basically saving Red Star's life, and the good follow-up Yuto. Good round out of the offer. There's the shot coming out of Hypex.
And it's this again, coming out of Gamer Legion. A bit annoyed, a bit uncertain.
It's quite tough.
4-4, and it is tough. Again, the pressure you put on yourself most of all, coming into this one, Ascend, we're supposed to be just a skip.
All right, they're doing an Astralis on top of Dark.
I like this.
This is where Ascend are going. One good flash, and someone's getting a quad kill. No flash, though, and you're dead.
That's easy.
Instantly dead. 4-man tower.
4-man tower and a rifle available, but the bomb is still not moving out from ramp. They're trying to take slow control. They just spotted out 4, for God's sake. You have to run. Red Star looking for his ace out here. Managed to find 3. And the 4th takes him down. That is already an A1S and AK. You take that into the next round if you're Gamer Legion.
Yeah, it's not a bad eco. Not a bad eco at all. I am surprised, as you pointed out, you see 4 players. I guess they were just worried that there might be some guy just lurking around the apartments with a Zeus, and what happens if he gets a kill, upgrades onto a rifle, you give him another gun,
doesn't matter.
And yeah, it would have been a little bit difficult to react a bit quicker. They do get the round though. That's going to be 5 on the T side for the side of ACEND. Not looking too bad for the good old Bulgarian team. Red Star with a triple on the anti-eco. And we are getting a very competitive game here. This is probably against the expectations of many people heading into this game.
Many people probably in the server too, as we get to see from the reactions of ACEND.
I mean, well, I'd say if you're asking Gamer Legion, they probably didn't think this would be that type of a rocky game, right? I did get the opportunity, and I have had the opportunity to speak to ACEND before some of these similar games where they play against teams like Gamer Legion, like Heroic, like G2. More often than not, they back themselves that they will be able to get something done, because I feel like they recognize there is going to be that little element of being underestimated at times. And
they 100% were, especially in map 1.
Might have been. None of that happening right now. And it's a map that ACEND usually like, but they've lost more than they've won as of late, right? Losing to teams like Inox Division, Gentlemates, Wildcard.
Yeah, not bad teams, but
yeah.
teams that you wouldn't expect.
Heroic on Inferno a couple months ago.
Okay.
100 Thieves as well.
There are these teams that sometimes come out from Tier 2 that don't manage to actually beat their Tier 2 opponents, but you put them up against Tier 1.5 opposition and they dominate somehow.
The funny thing is as well, ever since the start of April, the only teams that have been able to beat Gamer Legion on Inferno are G2, Furia, Na'Vi, and Bait.
That's it.
So it's, yeah, and the rest are FlyQuest, Energy, Legacy, Pain, Sinners, Astralis. All of these teams Gamer Legion has been able to take down on Inferno. So it's usually quite a comfortable one. Tolson will get tested. He's able to get one, making a double and a triple spray down.
They forgot about
Tolson. Hello, and bye-bye. Spellon gets that refrag. Round is still going. Bomb drop, though. That might be an issue.
Might be indeed. Harn doesn't get to hear anything down towards Banana, but he's scared about a shifting up player. PR out long, and Spellon just gets out from the smoke, goes down as well. It's left down to the upper. Harn thinking about this long and hard. He's got the cash to go for this, but his teammates don't really.
Is he saving?
Yeah, running away, saving. That's it.
Oh, he is.
No chance to retry, especially no utility out here, so exit frags are going to be the next best thing. 5 to 5. I mean, again, if you're ACEND out here, you're taking it.
I think you're taking anything that is 5 rounds or more, right?
Yeah.
Anything above 4 is great. Obviously, it's Inferno, so it's not technically the same conversation we were having on Ancient, and obviously Mirage, where you could expect the CT side to be much more comfortable.
Sure.
It could still be the case. It's not a given, though. It really does depend on the team. Second tactical timeout coming out. Quick stats for Rez. I love a lot of these extra new graphics that we have going on the stream, right? Rez has been having a great game, and we've got everyone over at production reminding us of it.
Dawson as well, very nice 3K coming around this one. I wouldn't say they kind of forgot about him, but Red Star was checking while his teammate was right in front of him going out, so they got lined up. But now coming into this one, ACEND are realizing that they're ending up closer to the end of the halftime. They've used up 2 timeouts. Gamer Legion surely are going to be using up 1 more if things go south. So the coach is thinking, do I tell them to keep on going and doing what they're doing because it's working? Or do we try something? Do we go for a gimmick? And even if you do, what is it going to be? Gamer Legion should see mostly everything.
Banana action. Hasn't been a whole lot of that lately.
Sure.
ACEND not really challenging on the first couple of timings, and then we see the switch utility coming through. They do want to challenge PR a little bit earlier.
It's only PR too.
Might be the perfect call. He's alone on site. He's making a lot of noise.
Oh my, yeah, he's throwing it out. He knows it's on new quad. Spella needs to check him, needs to clear him, and he's stuck in the smoke right now, 68 HP, and he's going back out into the fire, into the flames. He's gonna fall. That's an open B bomb sign now, being on the taking out here for ACEND. 4v4, and Harn, he's gonna go back down. Doesn't need to contest this.
That's a tough one. Screamo knows no one is coming banana, right? And he just heard toss and drop. So if this is a safe call, Screamo's in a very good position to try and hunt, but they are going to go for this.
They have to. It's the penultimate round of the first half, and they've got enough cash for a reinvestment in the next. Gamer Legion cannot afford to lose yet another round. Harn is going to go down to 25, tagged away. And time is ticking indeed. You do have kits available, you do have utility, and coming around into it, you do have snacks in towards Church, looking for kills, looking for connections, but Harn through the full blind still connects on one, and now with the knife out, it's not enough. Hypex, does he have time? No, he does not. Harn peeks back in, and it is ACEND taking away the advantage, almost close to the end of halftime.
And this is perfect case scenario. Not only you win the round, and that was a great hold in towards the B bomb side out of Restar and Harn. Left in a 2v4 at some point, by the way.
Yeah.
Still able to get it over the line, but this is Gamer Legion being left without cash. I mean, they still have some, but you're going to see it in a second. They've got a FAMAS on Tolson, they've got an MP9 on Stacks, not a single defuse kit.
This is what they were gambling with. Gamer Legion were thinking, we got to do it here and now. If we don't, things are going to get dirty, and now they're getting very, very dirty.
You can still be competitive, but there is a completely real scenario in which ACEND get a 7-5 lead at halftime, and that hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't, but it could.
Yeah, both times on the first and second map, it was Gamer Legion getting at least an 8-4 lead at halftime. And now Spellen is breaking through the mold with a nice opener onto Snacks. Quickly responded to by PR.
You'll take a 1-for-1 if you're ACEND right now, but you've just still got to get more info out of this one. Bomb in the smoke. Got Red Star left down to 25 HP. You're looking at Harn, maybe giving that up. Later down the line, though. Harn right now, checking second mid. Balcony clear.
Picked up the smoke or incendiary. I think it was the smoke.
I think it was the smoke too. Just used it up right now. Oh, there's a big gap. You could flash through this one. Red Star calls it out for Screamo. Screamo just sends it. That Screamo's on the other part of the map.
Yeah.
Sends it out.
They don't have a flash. That's the Red Star is the only one that's got a piece of Ito, and it's a smoke. So again, a pretty similar situation for ACEND, by the way, where you don't really have any utility for the middle ladder stages of the round, but you can try and run this guy down.
It's happening again. Same thing. PR left all alone. And sure, that was meant by design, but right now he's got to defend, and he'll get traded by after one again. 3v3, and this is actually the perfect scenario for ACEND after that situation, after that 3v3. Red Star left down to the op right now, waiting for the banana player to push up, and out of CT comes in another. Rez just face checks him, and speaking of face checking, through a smoke, Kaluber finds one, and is down to a 1v1. Red Star's on the op. Problem is he's on 25 HP, so a single bullet will do him in. Hypex no utility right now, and no diffuse kit either on the site available. Hypex pre-fires away, and you just got to play a mind game right now, Red Star. Oh, gets taken down. There's plenty of time to win out the round. Gamer Legion on a clutch up will make it 6-all, but that came very close. Go down into the halftime as well out here. A 6-6 is quite crazy to think about. I'm sure ACEND and you guys weren't expecting it, but we'll see how it goes after the halftime.
We're leveled up at the halftime, folks. Welcome back to the last half, unless there's overtime, of day 1 of Super DraculaN. We've got ACEND taking on Gamer Legion. Map 3 of Inferno, 13-10 Mirage in favor of the Bulgarians, 13-5 in favor of Gamer Legion on Ancient. And now we end up here. One final half of Counter-Strike CT side for the Bulgarian side of things. GL on the T side already picking up the pace in towards A.
So, you've got space taken down towards Arch, but the Gamer Legion are not going to be going that direction. Still back out towards A, and Kaluber and Scrimmo are connecting headshots. Looking for more where that came from. Struggling on the pistols, but apparently Kaluber and Scrimmo continue. No struggle here, no more. Gamer Legion, they were there and then they weren't.
They get absolutely deleted. That up balcony, under balcony setup, getting those instant 2 headshots on the first 2 players. It didn't let them even start around. Tolson now stuck in a 1v5. Moving swiftly between the motions. Shouldn't be a way back into the round.
Bulgarian magicians, man, coming into this one. Make Gamer Legion disappear.
It's usually the type of people that you see at the when you go to the beach. Like you want to see a magic trick.
Right. Magic.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's 2.
One more player is low. Tolson.
Take down the Cubby player out there.
Don't give him a chance to win a 1v5, right?
I mean, Kobe doesn't
do anything. He still has an opportunity.
Look
You
on the
land
minimap.
one goosh onto that library player.
Red Star behind.
Yeah.
Flying up
Does he
time.
realize it though? Decides to not go in towards the pit. A couple missed shots might give him an opportunity. Keeps tapping away. Apps player
15
is still
seconds.
not making his way out. And yeah, time is becoming a bit of an issue for Tolson. Still tapping away. Now realizes what's going on, but it's already too late. Red Star will put an end to it. And Scrimmo and Kaluber's efforts being materialized into a round win. ACEND in the lead in that second half. No bomb plan for Gamer Legion, so supposedly a full-on eco coming out. No force by ACEND could open up a gap.
They could indeed. Tolson, the only man with the kills, is going to buy up with the Eagle. Everybody else on the Glocks will be running it down either A or B here. Surprised if Gamer Legion take their time, knowing who's at the helm. No, Rez forced them to take their time by just stopping in the middle of the bush. There you go. Waiting on down. Snacks with the bomb. And they're treating this as a mini French timeout. We get to see them talking.
I mean, he's not talking anymore, so I suppose it was just, you know, just calming.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rez is talking. He was the one that stopped first.
I don't think you need a French timeout right after the start of the second half. I would guess that this is just them talking to each other, you know, communicating,
Possibly.
which is also part of the talking during the game. Well, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not always. Not in pugs, no. Then some people actually get mad at you if you want to speak to them.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's just me.
Gladly, that's a problem that I haven't faced yet. But I'm sure that Gamer Legion aren't facing it either, because they're not facing anything but bullets in this round. Face full of lead, and ACEND on an 8th.
Yeah, we're starting to see smiles on the faces of ACEND, right?
Scrimmo barely can believe it right now.
Yeah, they start feeling like they're in control. Like, this game is so much more fun than what we thought it was going to be, right? If you're ACEND, you're coming into an event like this, you're probably thinking, well, bar teams like Gamer Legion, bar teams like maybe Sharks, Focus, we should be in a pretty decent position to play good Counter-Strike Inner Circle as well. Who are we getting in the first round? Gamer Legion. Oh, crap. Well, now you might get a win, and if you get that win, well, you're in a very good spot to potentially make playoffs. Now they're not in a bad spot to do that as well. Tolson starting the round on 32 HP after the deep nades. And again, ACEND don't really have a lot of util left. Very early into the round, but they do get that opening onto Snacks.
Oh, great headshot coming out of Rez. That's going to be an opener out for long. You still got 2 in towards the say bomb side. Red Star now coming up to be that 3rd man in, and still kills are being connected. Through a smoke you go, and Rez might not be expecting it. Half HP remaining onto him. 32 onto Tossin, and
Red Star jumped.
He did, but I don't think he was heard. Red's still not checking it. And out to the side, hard with a Deagle.
Deagle?
Hands onto Hypex. He had it for Moss, by the way.
Yeah, did he just run out of ammo? Rez is hitting some worldies right now. And Harn is alone on the bomb side. Rez finds that kill.
Game
is still on. Harn spotted, turning around, able to get the kill. Flying AK out of Rez though. 59 HP, 1v2 for the ace. Clutch! And he's gonna get denied by Red Star.
They're doing it. They're really, really doing it. It's 9-6. Ascend are believing. Gamer Legion are not. As we're coming around into it, I mean, Rez, Tossin, they're trying to make this work. They're trying to make this happen, but it's a second 1v5 that's been needed this time around. Great headshots indeed. Where did this Deagle come from?
Yeah, I've got no clue why he's got a Deagle in hand. It didn't really feel like he was in a fight and he needed to reload, but Gamer Legion are definitely not happy about this. Hypex showing visible signs of frustration. Again, not even getting the bomb planted. So you cannot keep on reinvesting, picking up the pace with a bit of a quick mid.
Those were two bullets.
Just meeting Snacks midway through. He's gonna keep it going. 2 more. Right through the skull. Rifle picked up. Kaluber is gonna make sure they can't even use that Ascend. Picking up the pace, starting to clean up crew very nicely. Tolson will try and make this as expensive as possible, but it's going to be so tough to find anything more. Kaluber with a double. And at this point, it feels like it's almost impossible to ruin the mood inside of this team.
It does feel so. Coming around into it. Tackle timeout once again called in by Gamer Legion. It's a must-have right here, right now. I'm looking at these faces, and they feel like little children scolded away by their parents for doing something bad. Something bad is happening for their side right now.
Yeah, there's just such a big discrepancy between the two teams, even though it's still a competitive game, right? It's 10-6, and they have a full buy coming in for Gamer Legion, but it's the fact that you look at the Ascent cam, and it just feels like they're having the times of their lives. You look at Gamer Legion, and it's all doom and gloom and grim faces.
Yeah, but it makes sense. It makes sense.
Look at that
with
comparison.
That head-to-head, yeah. 19 frags for Kaluber. Beautiful game he's been having. Harn as well, alongside him. But again, they're doing it 3v5 this time. I mean, Scrimmo, Spellin, they're not having the greatest of times. They're still important pieces of the puzzle out here. They're just not really finding all those many kills. Not needed. Spellin goes down right now. Snacks is going to be able to find the opening frag. Ascend wish they didn't, but the setup is still there.
They've let Scrim all alone. That's a bit tricky. He's being very noisy about it. Heard already. Still winning the fight. At least the first one. PR will beat that Incendiary though, and that's opened up a bit of a timing Scrimmle's not aware of. Do Ascend start considering it? PR could call them back. They know Scrimmle's alone.
He will.
Thing is, he's being very mobile. So it's going to be difficult for PR to find him and get that kill.
As much mobility as he's found, Scrimmo on half HP stays up into apps. He can still get away with one. In a 3v3, I know it's Inferno, but he still might be able to go for it.
If he's able to push in towards the apartments and go Boiler, play behind him, this is going to be the optimal way. And now he's felt the right timing. This is a very good move out of Scrimmo. And they've already pushed down Banana, so they know it's A.
But look at Gamer Legion. They're still clearing. They're still checking. And the timing now is being found. Scrimmo, how many does he find? Hypex makes sure it's none. He's found the one. The timing's there for the push up mid. And that is going to be Hypex.
What?
Good for 3. Hypex, what a round. To deny them all. Win it out for Gamer Legion and get his team back up to winning ways.
That's such a big play out of Hypex. It's not only the presence of mind to get the kill onto Scrimmo. Oper of Harm might get hunted down. And he will miss the first. Now the pistol. There goes the headshot out of PR, so no survivors for Ascend. Gamer Legion back to winning ways on the back of a tactical timeout. A big triple kill coming out of Hypex.
Huge, absolutely huge there for Gamer Legion to get back into it.
It's the fact that they don't see anything, right? Scrimmo gets a kill, and he obviously goes back. That's what PR confirms. He's like, he's thrown an incendiary, he's back on the bomb side. I've got the rotations, he's alone, he's somewhere there though. The moment that you make your way on the bomb side, he's not pit, he's not under balcony, he's not graveyard, he's not on the bomb side. He must have pushed apartments. So that's why Hypex turns around, he's just looking for him because he knows.
He knew. Take them all down. We go into the 18th round. AWP onto Harn still, but it's going to be that force buy made out here by Ascend. Gamer Legion silent push up in towards balcony. And it really is going to come down to Harn. He's holding the angle out for mid. Expect the boiler push. No, he does not. It's a great flashbang coming out of Snacks, but still Scrimmo on the trade back. Drops into the mini pit and now needs support from Kaluber, who's still playing the box out there. Rez gone down. A second found. Scrimmo left alive. And Harn I mean, his WP is not going to go to waste out there, because apparently he's going to get a kill for ACEND still. Scrimo takes them all down, and there's the screams coming out here for the Bulgarians.
That's such an impactful play coming out of Scrimo and Kaluber towards the back of the bomb site, by the way. Harn gets completely blinded, deleted off of short, and that just entices Gamer Legion to try and go for the hunt, run them down on the bomb site. Scrimo gets his, drops towards underneath the balcony. Kaluber gets activated from the back of Kassad, able to get a double kill. Scrimo does the same. Another big round out of Kaluber. He's on 20 kills now, top of the server.
Okay, well, 2 more to go out here. ACEND could be the Bulgarian team that could. Flash comes around, flashes, multiple, Spellin allowed to find the opening frag out there on the enemy GL. Snacks out of the fight, forced to watch as it goes for the rest of the round. It's gonna be Red Star inching past the smoke out there. He hasn't run away though, and they've heard that. They realize it, it should be there. He's being spammed towards.
They have no clue.
Yeah, they have no idea anymore, but Rez, a great headshot to feel for his teammate. A savior type of play right now. Is it enough? It might be. Harn taken down as the second man.
He tried to do the same. He tried to walk through the smoke as well, and Kaluber's now been left in a very tough spot.
Now we've got another. Kaluber down to half. Same man, same situation, same scenario here for ACEND. Third to go down by a single smoke.
It's such a hilarious and horrendous round of Counter-Strike, by the way. They get all these kills on people that were either trying to push a smoke, or pushing a smoke, or playing behind a smoke. Yeah. I mean, it's one of the things that they had to deal with on Mirage as well, right? ACEND just lurking around the smokes, using them like their walls. At a certain point, it feels like Gamer Legion have just realized, well, playing against these guys, we always need to be keeping our guns out, always aware of the possibility of them just going through.
It worked once, it worked twice. Hell, it even worked on this third map a couple of times, right? But think back to Mirage with how many plays Spellin was making through the smokes. Things back to Ancient when they were trying to, and they weren't really paying off.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, look at them go. So, it took 3 maps, but I think Gamer Legion are going to be spamming a lot more smokes now.
I think it's been a while since Gamer Legion have lost a series like this, by the way. I know we had that conversation. Gamer Legion is not a team that is, you know, impeccable. They can beat a lot of the teams above them, but they can lose to some of the teams below them. The last couple of best of threes they've lost. The best of 3 they lost in stage 2 of the major was against Bait. Yeah. In stage 1 they lost to Bedboom. Then I Am Atlanta they lost series only to Na'Vi. Then you're going back to Blast Rivals, and you're going to be looking at a series that they dropped to Vitality, Na'Vi again. Before that, Stake ranked Bedboom and G2. The last time they lost a series like this one was back in March, 27th of March. That was the Rock Journey Spring LAN event in Sweden. They lost best of 3 to Alliance.
Yeah.
That was the last time they've dropped a game like this against a team that is supposed to be much lower.
And that was the game,
hierarchy.
by the way, for Alliance that almost put them on the major path, too.
Yeah.
So, crazy to think how the butterfly effect works out here on CS, but for now, game's not over, Ted. Yeah,
but that's, as far as I'm looking, this is the only best of 3. It has been, well, it was the only best of 3 so far this year they've lost like this. The previous one was Bet M in an online game on the 27th of January, but yeah, ACEND could be just the second team outside of the top 30, top 40 that's been able to beat them like this on LAN in 2026.
Well, they haven't beaten them yet. I think comebacks.
They could be.
They could be.
Yeah.
I think Spellin is getting some PR flashbacks into this one. Last man alone, left into that B-bomb side, Red Star.
Look at a call. This is such a ballsy call out of Spellin, by the way. After the previous round, when Gamer Legion just peppered them through the smoke and won a round against 3 people on B, they're thinking, okay, we've taken banana control, we've pushed them back. Surely they just over-rotate towards B and they're going to be terrified. But ACEND have a 4-man setup on A.
They do, they're ready for this, and yet still they're trying to brute force their way through it. Harn out long, is stuck in the cubby now, needs support, and Red Star's just too far away to help. Flashbang there, but he's not going to throw it. He's going to be holding on down for balcony. Finds the one, finds the second. Red Star's left alive. And now Red Star continues. A FAMAS to save the day here for ACEND to get on 12. It's Spellin and FAMAS coming right back around. Still tossing left in the 1v2. Back to the side, looking to push. And he might be able to close this one out. 1v1.
10 seconds.
You have to plant indeed. Tawson's going to play the mind games out here. Spellin does
just tapped him.
Connect. Yeah. There you go. One tap coming away for Tawson. Ice cold out here for Gamer Legion. 9th on the board.
There's no way. It's highlights on highlights on highlights, frags on frags on frags. You saw what Red Star did towards the back of the bomb site. You thought it would have been enough. Missed shot out of the open. Red Star gets a triple kill out of this situation. Wow. That was a mental play. But then Tawson is able to produce something even better. And you can see the reaction of Spellin. He gets one tapped out of the round.
He's not happy about them because he realizes he had that internal monologue saying, yeah, he's going to tap it, he's going to fake it. Even if he doesn't, I can let him plant, play the 1v1. And he just went for it. You know, it was that moment where it was just too much pressure. It got to him.
Yeah. Final tactical timeout for the side of Ascend. Difference is now just 2 rounds, but the CTs have run out of cash. Screamo's purchased an M4. I'm not sure if that's the goal, or he refunds it, or they want to have that hero rifle on someone that can play an MP9 in the next. I guess that might be the angle.
Yeah, probably.
What do you want to do with that, though? You need to have a specific plan with that one rifle.
There's P250s next to it.
He's playing solo on A with the M4. Huh.
Are we going to get to see an Astralis? No.
He's pushing apps. It's not too bad. He can afford to go all the way, try and get a kill. He's going to get a 1v1 potentially against PR.
Yeah, he's gone on ahead, PR. He's going to check it back, sure, but he might be a bit overwhelmed, and that is Skrimo going down. So, A site open. Of course, Gamer Legion don't know that, but we do. So, that's more than enough. Going to take a bit, but should be double digits on the board here for Gamer Legion.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a bad timing, by the way, because Skrimo was walking forward. Just the moment that he turned around on the minimap towards second middle, that's when PR came back.
Yeah.
They're still going B, though.
No.
Still going into a stack.
No way.
Harn's got a smoke, and they've got 2 flashes. Thing is, they have 2 USPs and 2 P250s. It should be impossible. It should be straight up impossible and unthinkable.
Said that plenty of times, Ted, and it's never stopped them. Tawson coming around, full blinds being landed, and now there's an AK, and P250's landing! It's not like this! No, don't do it! Ascend, take another and put a map points! There's the smiles, there's the laughs! It's Ascend to make a fool out of Gamer Legion!
They cannot believe it. They cannot believe their luck. They just went right into the stack. What a call out of Spellin. Skrimo goes on a solo play with an M4 on A. He dies. And Gamer Legion execute into the pistols, and then it's complete chaos, carnage on the bomb site. Gamer Legion just walk into them and get absolutely obliterated. 3 map and match points, Ascend. You came here to strengthen up your VRS positions, Gamer Legion. That's not the way to do it. Definitely not the way.
They bail out of this one, Ted. I don't know how far down Gamer Legion are going to fall in the VRS, but they're going to stay 14th, let me tell you what. Send 3 chances to close, and it's not really that great of a buy coming up through here for the GL squad.
Looking at the forecast right now, they lose 28 points, which is going down to number 15. If Ascend win, they're gaining 7 spots, 43 points off of that one game alone.
Damn.
And look at the purchase. Double pistol, double Galil, AWP for Hypex. You've got just 3 pieces of Uto.
Let alone the purchase coming through Kaluber.
Ascend. 4-man setup on that A-bomb side. Incendiary in towards middle, gonna slow them down a little bit. Doesn't really feel like they want to go back. That's a nice opening coming out of Hypex. You spotted that trajectory of the smoke as well, though. And this is Kaluber low on HP, still able to get a kill. Refrag comes through. Rest with another. Skrimo under back. Mouse jump doesn't help. And that should be the save for Spell and Ascend. Might have just missed out on their best opportunity to close out this game.
Yeah, you got to see the facepalm out there coming through from Spell, and knowing that he made the right call. He put his pawns in the right places, and they couldn't hold. It happens to the best of us. It happened just to Gamer Legion. But it's 12 to 10 out here, Ted. It's
how the mighty have fallen.
Do or die.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They're still in this.
For one more round.
At least one more.
Full buy should be coming up into the next, yes. I have a sneaky suspicion, and then they're going to be putting all their eggs into this final basket of round number 23. Or maybe they won't. They've got the AK from Spawn. This is going to be a really tough situation here for ACEND.
Yeah, issue is they don't have more tactical timeouts.
Yeah.
Right now, the most optimal call would probably be let's play half-buy around that hero AK, right? So we have that full-on investment going into the final round of regulation. And you can still be dangerous with a bunch of upgraded pistols, MP9s, armors, a little bit of util. If you're ACEND, though, you want to make sure you have at least one proper purchase before it goes OT. Gamer Legion, on the other hand, they've successfully gone through hell. Let's not forget, it was the eke around that costed them. And look at that call out of ACEND. Triple apps push with the rifle.
I like this. I really do. I think taking up this space right now, they just need to find a weapon. If Rez goes down, suddenly they have another AK to work with. That's exactly what happened. PR coming up.
Oh,
He's going to fall, and everything falls in the hands of ACEND right now. Gamer Legion.
And look at him run back.
They're not able to hold
Feels
this.
like they know. Red Star can try and get ahead of the smoke.
One kill is all he needs, really.
Just stay alive, right? They're still smoked off. They're not going to risk going through this. He's buying time, and they're setting up. They're allowing ACEND to rotate 4 people back, and look at Spellin going for the backstab. They know exactly what's going on.
Phase aren't going to be seen out here onto the T side, but 60 and 68 is not going to be perfect. Coming through, Red Star on the boost up, and Snacks stuck on the graveyard out there. He's smoked off as well, so his teammate can't really save him.
Are they going to go for the double boost? I think they are.
They're going to try, but Snacks catches it off early, denies it, but Scrimmer trades it back. So now the IGL is gone, and Tossin and Hypex, they got to figure it out, but Kaluba onto another. This is the Bulgarian's chance, and they're not going to miss it. ACEND take down as the underdogs, take down Gamer Legion, and manage to pull through an insane beginning of day one out here into this best of 3 to take them out.